welcome everyone to episode 164 of the HurricaneKaz podcast. Very special episode we got. This is our Worlds episode, our pre-Worlds episode. I'm joined by the one and only 2OButters, and then I don't know if Butters noticed, but in our recording studio, we got 3OButters, 4OButters, and a 5OButters here too. I could have done 1OButters, but Anyway, I had to set a different name for various reasons I will not disclose on the podcast. But
disappointed.
Yeah, it was a play on S. James Spees' name because just threw a random S name in there. But anyway, we are here. If you listen to our last episode, then you'll know what we're about to do. But if you don't know, what we're going to do is we're going to draft players that are going to Worlds, and we'll each draft 10 players, and we have like a little formula to calculate what each placement will earn in terms of points wise for our draft, and then we'll review who drafted the best squad of 10 players going to Worlds. So this is a little fun activity, right? And we're highlighting a lot of our players from all the different regions leading up to this episode. And now that we've really dove into each region, we're gonna see who's going to make the right predictions, right? A lot of big. I mean, everyone going to Worlds is a big name to a degree, and it's going to be exciting because there's 200 plus registered, I believe, already.
It's 220.
220, right?
The
and
deadline,
50 of those.
The deadline was last night at 11:59 p.m. Pacific, and I checked right after that. We're at 220 registered.
Okay, so this is locked in, right? So we got the full locked in amounts. I mean, it's technically less than 220 because I'm registered, but I'm not competing. So, but
hey, I'm gotta get that competitive swag.
You know it, man. I didn't grind this just for nothing. But anyway, we're joined by our special guest, 2OButters. How you doing, Butters?
I thought I would stand up today. I need to stay on my toes after the scam you pulled with the draft order.
Oh, okay. Break down. What's the scam? What's the scam, right?
Okay, Caleb comes in here with the 5th pick, which, by the way, especially for Pokemon Go, whenever you can snake draft and you can get 2 picks in a row, especially like you basically are getting 2 top 5 picks in a row, that's the best scenario. I literally got the worst pick. I'm second because you would be better off being, at least if the first pick, you get the pick first and you get the first trader, but then I get second and 9th. I don't pick again till 9th, and everyone else that is closer to 5, you get to pick within a couple picks, and you get more top 5 talent. So it's Caleb coming out here with a strong order.
I used a random draft generator, right? First of all, for those that don't know for those that don't know what snake draft is, essentially like obviously whoever picks first, which in this case will be Tristan, he picks first, and then I'll pick last because I'm 5th in this random generator, and then I pick first on the second round, so I pick the 6th pick, and then Tristan will pick the 10th pick, but then he picks the 11th pick, right? So just snakes back and forth. I did ask Butters if he wanted to swap with me. He said yes, which
yes, and then you didn't swap.
Well, I just wanted to know if you want to swap. I wasn't actually going to swap. I just wanted to toy with you a little bit. But anyway, so we're gonna do that. But before we get into all that too, if you tuned in to last week's episode, you know that we had a little GPL bet. It was combined highest elo by August 1st. We had pairs, me and Steve versus Tristan and Kaz, and
we're gonna add here. Butters elo to ours.
Yeah, can we do that? Can we stop it?
It's too late for that. It's too late for that.
2168.
Anyway, so back during like our Christmas episode with me and Anacor, we ate some of the Bean Boozled jelly beans. Like their jelly beans were like half the flavors are pretty normal, right? Like lime, blueberry, whatever, and then the other half are just disgusting. Name some of the bad flavors, Kaz. Now that you have the box in front of us.
Yeah. So some of the bad flavors that we have here, wet dog is one of them.
Ooh, that's
stink bug. Sounds awful. Liver and onions
smell good.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait, what was it? What
liver
and onions? I think I had that one, and that one wasn't that bad. I mean, that doesn't even sound that bad.
There's one There's one that's labeled as toothpaste, and I'm like, I don't know if it tastes.
The toothpaste one's not that bad too. It's just like a little minty, yeah.
And then there's old.
Is there dirty dishwasher?
There's old bandage, dead fish, booger, barf, stinky socks, and burnt to rubber.
Is there Is there a dirty dishwasher or no?
No, that's not in
okay,
this
that one was probably one of my least favorites. I don't know if I ever had the barf flavor though. But anyway, so they don't know what they're getting into. They could be eating good one, they could be eating bad one. But essentially, we'll start a timer. I'll start a timer on the other side, and every 15 minutes, they will eat a jelly bean. So the longer this episode goes, the better it is for everyone but Tristan and Kaz.
Everybody shut up already. Let's go.
My problem here is one of the good flavors is licorice, and I don't like licorice either. So that one,
I know, right? I don't like licorice
either. That's like a double bad.
So, anyway, shake up the box, pull up a random one. Don't choose the color, right? You'll see what it is.
Fun fact: it also comes with like I don't know if Tristan's did, but like mine came with like this spinner, so that you're supposed to like grab one.
Nah,
of, like,
you don't do all that. You could just grab it.
You can if you want.
Yeah, but yeah, let's start the time for the beans. So I'm starting right now. Bon appetit, first bean.
Oh God!
You should cheers to the camera. You know.
Wait, it's not been 15 minutes yet.
No.
We have to start.
Beginning. What do you mean? Yeah, every 15 minutes. Yeah.
What are what's the possible? Wait, before you eat it, what's the possibility for that color?
Yeah. This one's green, so it could be juicy pear or booger.
Ooh, that's like quite the dichotomy here. Okay, I will say the bad flavors are not that noticeable, but it's not.
I don't think that tastes like pear.
All right, but I got yellow, so I think this is wet dog or top banana.
It doesn't taste bad, but like it doesn't taste good.
Top banana?
Yeah. What's top banana mean?
I'm just looking at his facial reaction.
It's a very cautious chew right there. Like he's chewing it as far away from his tongue as possible. I didn't even know you could chew that far. I want to
really hear the flavor experience. You know, for those at home that can't taste it, I really need to hear it. Anyway, I'll let you all know when you have to eat another one.
Wait, what was it? What was it?
I think it was the banana.
Okay.
Yeah. There wasn't a strong reaction.
Yeah, your face didn't really seem like you enjoyed that either, though. So
I was just trying to like figure out what the flavor was because it wasn't like it seemed a little sweet, but it didn't seem like a strong banana flavor either. So I was just trying to be like, what is this?
What if you just swallow them like a pill, like a capsule?
No reaction whatsoever.
There's the plan.
So anyway, let's get into the draft. Like we said last episode, there's going to be a 30-second timer for each player. And obviously, so I'll have a time right here. And if you pick, then we just restart time for the next person. And if you don't pick within your 30 seconds, then it just goes on to the next person. And you'll just pick a person towards the end, right? So you still get your 10, but you'll just end up picking later, if that's the case. But yeah, let's get into it. So if you're ready, Tristan, you could kick us off starting right now.
Doombug.
Oh, Doombug. Okay, nice and easy.
All right. Well, I have 30 seconds, so I'm gonna explain that I had 3 trainers that I was really deciding here, and I'm gonna say 2 of them because I know it's gonna get off the board: LNDS-T Steinar or LNDS Harjeffi.
I know you love the Brazilians.
I think Steinar has been playing Vigoroth a little bit longer. He's been so consistent recently in this meta. I'm picking Steinar.
Okay.
LNDS Steinar with my second pick.
I was hoping Butters was going to talk past the timer and miss his pick.
No, he had 7 seconds to spare. All right, Steve, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to take the 2022 Senior Division World Champion, M.E. Weedle. On the board, EUIC champ in form. Can't go past this guy.
That was one of my picks too. Okay. All right, Kaz.
I'll take Palasha.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I was gonna pick her because she's my favorite trainer. I was considering. Wow. Okay. This is bad.
You thought I was gonna make it back to the 9th pick?
Come on.
All right. I got some time here. Let me think on this a little bit. I'm actually gonna go with S. James P.
Okay.
A little for my first one.
That's a big round 1 pick.
Yeah, maybe you could get that round. Maybe you could get that round 2.
Well, I mean, here we go. I'm going to start the time for my round 2 pick. I don't even see S. James on this list. Where is it? Where is he? Oh, here you go. SJP is what it is on the spreadsheet. Okay, got some time for my next one. Ooh, I'm going with Harjeff. I gotta go with Harjeff here.
Yeah.
Great pick.
Thank you.
I mean, both were great picks, but like I feel like
these are all good picks. You know,
can try to. Yeah, there's so much talent, but you can try to sneak some later. You know.
All right, Kaz.
I will take last year's champ Axon.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna take that one.
All right.
Dang. I really wanted the back-to-back world champion duo.
Yeah.
Alas. In that case, I'm gonna make sure I get this
spreadsheet
because I wasn't sure when it was gonna get picked. I figured it wasn't gonna be a round 1, so I figured I could wait till round 2. I'm gonna take Ric Flair, the other battler to make it to the top 16 twice, other than
all right. Okay. All right. I'm starting the timer for Mr. 2OButters here.
Oh,
Who
it's
you
my
got?
pick. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, back
I
at
was
it, right?
actually expecting some other picks to be off the board. Now I have a decision of another 3 trainers I'm deciding between. I think I'm actually just going to go with Out of Pocket because he's been incredibly consistent. And Caleb didn't explain the points breakdown, but if you get top 32, like you still get a good amount of points. And if you get top 16, you still get a hefty amount of points. Out of Pocket's been so consistent. He's really strong in this meta. Out of Pocket.
All right. All right. Yeah. Only one to win a tournament in this meta so far.
Yeah.
Tristan, you got 2 picks here. You get a full minute, right? For
All right.
both.
I will take.
Thinking hard.
Yeah. There's some big names still left. I'm feeling pretty good, you know?
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna take
don't know why I was
Colin
like more
6.
worried. Okay.
You said Colin?
Yeah.
Colin 6-6 or Coin 6-6.
Coin 6, Colin 6.
EU leaderboarder.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Because I typed in CO and COL wherever, and it didn't show up because I forgot. It's not.
I'm putting him on the list with
I'm
COI.
gonna
Yeah,
take
15 seconds.
Lyle Jeffs.
Yeah, that's a big
I
one.
wanted Lyle myself, but
I got a lot of regional champions under my belt right now.
All right, yeah. All right, Butters, you're back to you.
Oh, back to me. Okay.
Back to you.
Oof. Wow. Well, just because I think he'll be off the board next time, I'm going to go with the only one who's won a regional every season, Rise to Occasion.
Damn it.
All right.
I was looking at Rise as the next pick as well.
Yeah.
Well,
I knew it. I knew it'd be off the board.
all right. Up to you, Steve.
Okay. I'm also picking between 3 here. And I'm going to make I'm going to try and save someone for the next pick that I don't think is going to get picked in the next round. So in this round, I'm going to take Inadequance. The Giratina trainer himself. Did pretty well in Worlds last year. I reckon he could make a run again.
Man's doing a pre-show right as we speak right now.
True.
All
I
right.
have to go back and watch.
Kaz?
I'm going to take one from the APAC region. I'm going to take Crescent Angels.
Oh.
Nice.
Good pick.
Very good pick.
All right. Where is Crescent Angels on this list?
I accidentally put it in my list.
What the heck?
Yoink.
Wait,
I think it's all the way at the bottom.
what?
Yeah,
It
if you
used to
look
be
at
here.
the
APC region's at the very bottom.
Of the spreadsheet.
we've got.
Yeah.
How far down is it? It used to.
Like,
How come I don't see it?
what do you like the bottom of the words? Not like down at row 1000 or anything. It's just below the rest of the regions.
I know. What row is that on? Because I don't see it in the spreadsheet.
I've actually written my own spreadsheet.
Oh, anyway. Okay, whatever. We know Crescent
Wait.
Angels been taken.
On the original spreadsheet, it was 238. But
Yeah, I
what
think
you're
it's like
saying.
missing some stuff. I don't know. If someone could paste it later, that's fine. Okay. Crescent Angel's been taken. All right, I'll start my minutes. I'll take Jakobovich.
Dang it.
Yeah,
He was who I was hoping would survive till the next round.
Come on now. And I'll pick Elite.
Ooh, that's a good
Okay.
one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Your rival.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm on that level. All right, go ahead, Kaz.
So many good names to choose from still. I'll go with Z Zweilous.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All
I
right,
again
Steve.
find myself between 2 picks. Which one of them is going to survive? Only a couple picks. I'm in the middle here, so only has to last through a double Butters and a double Tristan. So this round, I'm going to take Scaffo.
Ooh,
Take
I was
EU's
looking
pride
at
and joy.
Scaffo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Back to you, Butters.
All right.
This list is going by quick.
I'm gonna ruin Steve's draft board. I'm gonna take Valiant Vish.
Ah!
And I feel like he just didn't want to take like every Australian in a row, so he's taking other people. So I'm gonna take Valiant Vish because I don't think he's gonna make it back by the time we get back to me.
Yeah, I thought it was very much.
What do you
like,
mean? It's literally only Tristan.
It's
then
only
back
I
to
have 2 picks in this
Yeah.
back to
Yeah.
you.
Oh, well, I'm confused here. We've been
It's
going
okay.
so
It's
fast.
okay. You
We've
can
been
pick
going so
something.
fast.
Yeah. Talk about
Okay.
how you had the worst pick at number 2. You acted like it's like a 500-person draft. All right, go ahead, Tristan.
I will take.
We're also approaching the 10-minute mark, so 5 more minutes till another jelly bean. But this draft is going by faster than I expected.
yeah.
I will take Potomon,
Okay.
Mhm.
You got about 35 seconds for the next one.
and I will take. Just to confirm, Zardy is going, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
As
because
far
Zardy
as I
was
know.
because Zardy was at NAIC, so that means he has a visa, and I
Okay,
haven't
I will
gotten
take
it.
Zardy as well.
Okay.
All right. And we
That
back
was
to
actually
Buddy.
going to be my other pick, and I messed up because I should have picked
you
Zardy
messed up.
first and
You
then
messed
Valiant
up.
second.
Yeah.
Oh, these
You
stinks.
can't have all the billions.
All right, I'm up again.
You're
Yep.
up again.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
Who's not going to make it back? I'm pretty sure they'll make it back. I'm going to take Stone Collection.
Oh, one of the Silverina legends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I feel like he was
Alright.
like 3rd place at Worlds or something in Sylph Worlds.
Yeah. Up to you, Steve.
Okay. I need to get some of these guys on the board. I was really, when I went into this, I was like, they're gonna not jump on the Australians. They're gonna be
This
too
honestly,
American.
Worlds are stacked. I'm like, I have a whole list of people still not even picked yet.
Yeah, me too.
I'm taking Avrip, or as you Worlds 2023
Okay,
cast
all right,
may
all
know
right.
him, AV Rip.
All right, Kaz, up to you.
I'll take Cindy.
Yeah.
Here's a nerd. However you
I always have to.
Senior.
I write it.
Senior.
It's like,
Okay, hold on. Let me just gotta edit out this spreadsheet real quick before I pick. All right. Wow. A lot still on the board here. Man. So many talented players.
I know.
yeah.
I will
It's-
take Desynct.
Dang it! That literally was.
Yeah, he slipped a lot there. He probably could have got much higher.
Should have gotten him. Should have gotten him. And then yeah, let's keep in Latam. I'll pick Marto Galde.
Ooh, I was looking at
Nice,
Marto.
nice.
Yep.
He's made it far in Worlds in the past.
Yeah.
Sure has. All right, Kaz, up to you. You can't pick
Uh,
Desync though, so just give you a
Dang it.
reminder.
Should have gone
Um,
Desync first.
Yeah, I'll
pick my
stay
pick.
in Latam though and pick Ventsuki.
Ventuski,
Uh,
right?
Ventuski. Yeah.
The only 2-time Silverina Continental Champion. And
No. What's his name? Didn't the guy from Europe get it?
twice. Oh, actually, I think you're right. Yeah. Bibelicious.
he had
I think he did it twice.
Bebelicious, yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Um,
Come on, you're the Sylph guy now.
what's Silverina? That's been going for a long.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, I was worried that Kaz was going to take this pick, so I'm glad that I get to nab it here. Rocket
Yeah.
Claire.
Dang
Putting
it!
her on the board.
Oh. All right. How many Australians are left is the real question, right?
Not many.
Not many.
Yeah.
I was thinking. I was torn.
Yeah. Only a few left actually. All right. Go ahead, Butters.
I'm taking a little bit of a risk here just because I've never seen this trainer compete. But this trainer won an Indian qualifier with 256 competitors and is known to be really, really good. So I'm going to take Beazle Boy.
Yeah.
That's a good pick. He was
Solid.
actually on my list too.
How many picks are we in right now, by the way? Like
You're
per
about to make
person?
6 and 7.
Oh, so we're almost
Okay.
done.
Yeah. Almost done.
All right, I'm
That's
gonna
not fast.
take.
Okay. Well, Tristan will do the first one, and then we'll take a quick break for Jelly Bean. So go ahead.
I'm gonna
First one.
do Ilum
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
and then Jelly Bean.
Jelly
And-
Bean time.
and then you
It's
take it,
Jelly
Jelly
Bean time.
Bean.
Ugh.
It's Jelly Bean time.
And that's your 7th draft pick. It's
Okay.
All right, I got blues.
This-
So toothpaste or berry blue.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's
You
two
could-
good ones.
Yeah, I know, right?
What's it
That
taste
doesn't
like?
seem fair because
Toothpaste.
That's not too bad, right?
That's like
Mine is
this
like-
draft. There's no bad options between those two.
yeah,
True.
mine is like red, so I think it's either pomegranate or Old Bandage.
Oh,
Ooh,
Okay.
that red is very red.
Bit of a musky aroma.
Okay, I'm gonna say pomegranate.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Alright,
good. And if you can't tell, then that's not a bad bandage.
Yeah.
All right, we are at the 60% mark. We got 4 each left. All right, starting the time for Tristan right now for your second pick.
All right, tell me when I have like 10 seconds left.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Just tell me when I have 10
He's
seconds
planning
left.
on spending some thinking time.
Yeah, he's.
There's a lot of good names left.
I know.
there is.
Lot.
There really
All right,
is.
10 seconds.
All right, I'm gonna take Abanov.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Nice. Abanov.
Putting on
All right.
another regional winner to the Infinity
It's
Gauntlet.
true. Yeah.
All right. So you say, well, now Tristan only has 3 left. Everyone else has 4 left, right?
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. I think I'm gonna take a trainer that's been pretty good in high pressure situations. I'm gonna take 23 EJB.
No, he's not going.
Oh,
Oh.
he isn't.
Not.
No. You got 5 seconds.
Oh.
What?
You got
You didn't do your homework.
I did. I was
already
going to
said-
pick him as well.
Oh, who?
I said Yikai.
Oh, Yakai. Okay.
I'm not going to write in the numbers because I don't remember them.
No, that's fine.
0904.
All right.
Oh. Got it.
Okay, we got Steve now.
Okay. I was also looking at 23 EJB, but instead I'm going to take one of the other Europeans, Arceus Aurelius,
Okay.
assuming he's attending.
Yeah, I believe he's going. I mean, he went to
Yeah.
Japan last year, even though he wasn't even competing. So I assume he's
Mhm.
definitely going to Hawaii. He's also pretty high up on leaderboard. He
Yeah.
might have like some partial travel board. All right, Kaz.
I'm gonna go back to NA and I will take Nighttime Clasher.
Fellow co-caster. All right. All right.
The old
Let's take
Caleb
this,
back-to-back
dude.
special.
Yeah, there's some good people that people haven't even thought about yet, but I'm hoping that they'll keep sliding a little further so I could pick them later. That being said, I'm gonna go with Charming Chinda for my first
good
pick.
one.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have one left. Should I pull the trigger now?
You don't have that much runway
Such a
left.
tease.
I'm gonna just do it, yeah, because there's still a lot of picks between. Because I don't think anyone's seen this coming. I'm gonna pick Rubik's Master.
I saw that coming.
Yeah, no, I.
That guy is. I mean, was he
I saw
on
that
anyone's
coming
list?
too.
I forgot about him until like earlier today. I was
No,
like,
I-
wait.
Yeah, I made my own like list that I'm just crossing off like
Yeah.
here, and he was
Yeah.
on mine.
He was on
Same
it.
here.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
actually
just-
on the spreadsheet now because I'm running low on my own list.
I wasn't
He
sure. if
was
he
at the
gonna make
back
it
of
back.
I was gonna grab him next if it got to me, but
Oh, okay, good. I feel good about that then. All right.
Yeah.
Up to you, Kaz.
Do I want to stay in NA? Go back to.
There's a lot of NA players.
I know. Yeah, I'll stay in NA. I'll take House Stark.
Okay.
Oh, nice. I was
Old
eyeing
school.
House Stark too.
Oh, I can't believe I missed him. I scrolled past it in my spreadsheet because I was like,
You
oh, all of
scroll
these.
past him. You're scrolling straight down to Australia every time. Of course you go past them.
No,
That's
that's
like
what you
literally
get,
in
that's
my,
what
like,
you get for
set.
taking Claire from me.
No,
right,
that's
Steve.
fair enough. Okay. I'm gonna hope that I haven't missed anyone else in this top part of my spreadsheet, and I'm gonna take. I'm gonna stick around in that NA region, and I'm gonna take Bopper.
Okay.
Oh no way!
Solid.
Good pick. Good pick.
Wow.
That
Was he on
my
your
list.
list? Oh, you about to pick him up, Butters?
Well, I'm
your
not
pick
sure if
now.
I was gonna pick him right there, but he was gonna be like one of my wild card because just he has so much like Worlds experience.
Yeah.
He was on my wild card section at the
First time
end.
Go Worlds though, but yeah,
Yeah,
big time player. All right.
yeah,
But
ton
he
of
won-
experience.
He won Sylph, is what you're thinking of, I think.
He
Yeah, he
won
was
the
the
NA Silk
North
Continentals.
American.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he used to compete at VGC Worlds too.
Mhm.
All right.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah. That's what I meant by Worlds experience. All right, Butters.
All right, I'm gonna take the first trainer to actually win with Shadow Magnezone, LNDS Kanan.
Oh, all right. Back to the Brazilians. I like it.
Yep.
Yeah, we did
Alright.
get that flack
Since I
last,
couldn't get Palasha, I had to get someone who cooks with Shadow Magnezone.
and I took an
All right.
adequate, obviously. So
Tristan, your minute starts now.
All right, I'm gonna take Tomahawk,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take Auburn
Mr. Breakpoint bulk pointer himself.
and Auburn.
In Auburn. Okay.
Good pick. Good pick.
I only got one pick
Yeah,
left.
I had Auburn on my list, but I think I let him slide too far down. I think if Tristan wasn't on the call, then maybe I could get away with it. But
Yeah.
all right, let's go back to Butters.
Oh wait, so how much do we have? 3 or 2? Do I have 3
You've
or
got
2
two
You
left.
have two.
You've got
2.
2 left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tristan has
All
one
right.
left.
Oh man, how much time do I got left? I'm
15
getting nervous here.
You could
All
throw
right.
on a little Caleb Payne if you want. You know.
Wait, I'm
Zero.
You'll
competing.
lose
I'm
points.
competing
Tristan's
if you want to
gonna-
take me.
You know what? I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna pick Onion Frank. Onion Frank's gonna.
He's completely ignored everything Tristan said. He's like, yeah, you're right. I'm gonna go crazy and pick someone else.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you.
All right. Let's go, Steve. What you got?
I'm gonna attempt to snipe a pick here because I have a feeling that this one would have been coming up, and I'm gonna take
From me or Kaz?
from you.
Oh, from me.
I'm gonna take Ramberto 777.
You could take him. You could take him.
Oh wow, that confidence in a
That's fine.
teammate.
I'm just saying you
Well,
didn't snipe over. You
it's
did
so
snipe him. I'm just
easy.
saying you could take
Right.
him. I'm just saying you could take him.
Ramberto, you need to find a new captain because this guy does not believe in you.
I didn't say I don't believe in him. I just said you could take him. You're reading into these words a little too much. All right,
Giving him
Kaz.
away like a garage sale. My goodness.
I'll take Tauntaun Battus.
Oh wow, very
Okay,
good.
UIC champ from 2023.
Very good pick.
All right. My
Last
minute
2 picks,
starts
Caleb.
now. Oh. The picks do look a little slim now.
Okay, I've locked mine in, and I don't reckon it's getting picked.
I'm gonna go with my first pick. Shoot. This is a little bit more.
It's good.
Tougher
That
than I
that
thought.
timer's looking pretty low.
I got 20 seconds. All right. I will pick Shiny Dialga and Lorgan Rocket.
That was gonna be my last pick.
Not anymore.
I'm surprised he didn't go earlier. He has the best world's record for 2 seasons, compared to almost anyone.
Oh, I know. I
Yeah.
know.
I was going between him
But
and
still,
me.
you put. Never mind. I was gonna say still you ordered him second. Shiny Dialga.
Well, I mean, I just had Shiny on my mind, but I'm not saying he's necessarily
Fair.
worse. Yeah. All right.
Fair.
Go ahead, Cass.
All right, I'm gonna stay in Europe for my last one and pick Andrus as my last pick.
All right.
Dang, I was
Good
looking
pick.
at her
Top
as
cut
well.
from last year as well.
Mm-hmm.
I had 3 in my mind. One was
All right.
Andrews, so off the table.
Yep.
And I think it would.
Well-
I have to finish with an Australian. Is just where I'm at.
I mean, you know, someone that was kind of Australian is Anacor. You know, he was an Australian.
Yeah, that's all right.
You
can
get a little
have it.
hybrid. You know, a little hybrid.
Is Anacor even alive? Is he even going?
Yeah, he's actually going to be stopping by. He's crashing with me, him and his brother.
I'm just saying, man,
they might actually make an
disappeared
appearance on
for a
this
month,
podcast.
so I don't know if he's really prepped for Worlds.
Yeah. Wait, so who do you pick? Sorry, I
Yeah,
missed it.
I'm going to take Mikey Morgs as my
Oh, okay.
final pick.
Yeah,
I-
you almost got every Australian off the board. Almost.
Yeah, there's still a
know.
few that you can pick, and
The
I pretty much
percentage of
walked
Aussies off the board is pretty crazy compared to.
Yeah, what?
Yeah,
It's like
Got
100%.
yeah.
We're
All
waiting
right.
on Z-Tub and
Butters.
Fishy Legs. Is that?
All right, this is my last pick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I was going for Lurgan because he has brought the Great World experience. I'm going to go with the numbers because at the end of the day, we need a good amount of points. I'm going to go with Statistan.
Oh
I
man,
was
honestly,
looking at
Stats as a
him.
last pick
Yeah.
is a huge sleeper pick.
All right,
Yeah.
this is tough.
Yeah.
All
He
right,
was number one. Oh wait, he was close to number one. Wait, was he
Yeah.
number one the leaderboard?
Like in EU, Colin.
EU. I thought he was, right? Or he was high up
Oh.
there.
Yeah, he
Colin
was
had the
close.
number 1.
Yeah.
But Status
Oh,
was
Colin
close.
was number 1. Yeah. Okay. He was top 5.
Yeah.
All right.
I had him
Y'all
just
let him
under
slide?
Rambo though.
All right.
No, I
Last
was really
Oh,
torn,
this is
honestly.
tough. There's some good people left.
There's
Nickname,
a
so
lot of people.
technical.
No, I don't think Tho's going.
Oh, he's
I
not.
don't think. Yeah.
No.
Mhm.
Okay, no Tho, but
Nickname I probably is. I haven't heard anything
Uh,
otherwise, but
Mango is still left.
Mm-hmm.
J-Jan, Magic Mason, Arrow.
You know, you only have one, right?
know.
yeah.
I am going to pick.
You're technically have all the time in the world because no one else is left. But-
Don't tell him that.
I'm gonna
no,
pick.
that's fine.
I'm gonna
He
pick
takes the
a
more jelly
mind
beans
joke.
we need. Oh, okay.
Solid.
Interesting.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
We have our final drafted teams.
Yeah, there's gonna be some people that are salty that they weren't picked up, but that's fine. You know, there's a lot of tough competitors. Yeah.
It's
still
it's
can't
really
believe
tough.
I
Like
missed
honestly,
Castark. He was so
like,
high
I
on my
have-
list. And I just
I wrote
completely
out
missed
I
him.
wrote out so many, you know, just in case.
Oh, you did the
And-
handwriting too.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And
yeah.
so I wish I could draft like 10 more people up.
Yeah.
I
There's a
meant-
lot of people.
I
I actually I thought I had one more pick, so I was gonna pick a D blast, but I ended up.
You mean I'm a derpopotamus?
I'm a derpopotamus. Yeah, I don't know where that came from. I think his name on Arcanine is John Jackman or something, or on the leaderboard.
No, it's I'm a
Loosely related to-
derpopotamus.
Loosely relate to Hugh Jackman. No. On the actual like play Pokemon leaderboard, it's John Jackman.
No. On the leaderboard is I'm a derpopotamus on his account.
Oh, what's John Jackman from?
That's his play Pokemon account.
Oh. Either way, his account's super scuffed. Like, we'll be lucky if he even shows up to Worlds registered, because like who knows, he has like 3 different identities, and it might be hard to verify. Okay, let's go down the list. Actually, I mean, how about let's rattle off your own top 10, but let's start with Tristan. Your top 10 here.
Do you
Wait.
have the list? Because alternatively,
Well, it's just on the agenda. So you just
Yeah.
want-
Yeah.
Okay, so I have Dunebug, Colin 6, Lyle Jeffs, Patamon, Zardy, Ilum, Abenhav, Tomahawk, Auburn, and a Mind Joke. I'm feeling good about this group. I like this. I have quite
I feel
a
like you have
bit.
a lot of Europeans.
I have a
Well,
lot
he's
of
got
regional
no one
champions.
outside of
Yeah,
NA and
it's
EU.
true.
I have no one outside of
Okay,
West,
let's see who's not been a regional champ. Elam,
Auburn, Tomahawk, a Mind
Tom,
Joke.
yeah, yeah.
But
And
between
3 of the other 4 have gotten second place
yeah,
finishes.
But
Well,
my-
actually, Elam's finished second twice. Tomahawk's finished second 3 times. So there's
yeah.
a
And-
number
and-
of second place finishes just within those 3.
And my first 3 picks have 7 regional champions this season combined.
Oh, dude, you got the Doombug and Lyles combo. That's
And
pretty
Colin
good.
6. And
Oh,
Colin
and
6.
Colin 6, yeah. Let's see if the
You
championship
got like
really
half the
matters or
first
not.
place trophies from the season.
Yeah. It's not about how many first place trophies he gets. It's about how many world trophies he got. All right, Butters. All right, let's hear your list here.
All right, someone's gonna need to read my list because I actually don't have the
Okay.
document open.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
I can read it.
it's I can
But I
read
want to
it.
say real quick,
Yeah.
I don't know how. I only had 20 names on my list, and somehow there's 5 names left. I don't know. I got frazzled by the 30-second.
Who is
timer.
Wait.
Butters.
Say again. You had a 20-person list prior, and
5 of
I
them
said I have
survived.
5 remaining that I didn't
oh well,
pick.
why were you frazzled then?
Who's
I don't know exactly.
who's
Yeah.
okay? Who is left on your list? I want to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, Well, let's read.
Honorable
Here,
mention.
here's
Actually,
the
I'll
10.
I'll
Well,
read
here's
your
the
list.
10.
Your
yeah, here's the
the
10. We'll hear the honorable mentions.
and then we'll hear the 5. Yeah. So we've got LNDS Steiner, Out of Pocket, Rise to Occasion, Valiant Vish, Stone Collection, Beelzeboy, Yakai, LNDS Kanan, Onion Frank, and Status 10. Round out the 10.
Good list. Good list.
That's a solid
Pretty good
list.
Pretty good
I like
list.
that list. I thought, like, in the moment, I
got
was
an
looking through the
international
spreadsheet and I was like, I saw Onion Frank, and then my other pick wasn't available. And I'm like, okay, if Out of Pocket's going to do well, like, they always run the same
Yeah.
stuff. So
It's
I'm
true.
either going to, like, double up or double strike out. So it's very risky to have them both together, to be
That's
honest.
fair.
So
That's fair.
yeah, I actually, after, it's not nothing against Onion Frank, but I'm like, wait, I shouldn't double up on the same strategy. That is very
This
risky.
is like when you're drafting in basketball and like both of your guys like are suck at free throws, so you just sack the free throws completely.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I want to know what Out of Pocket's running, but
yeah. What's the other 5?
hold on. I actually I had some APAC names. I had Booty, which
he was
has
on my
been
list too. Yeah.
has been really strong. I actually had this RNX Legend push, who
Yeah.
I believe got second place. I forget which region they're from. They got second place in, but had an awesome team, like a super spicy team.
Really?
So I was like,
This
all
last year?
right, I gotta go with spice. I'm gonna go with RNX. I had LNDS Muniz on my list as well.
Oh yeah, she was on mine
Juice
too.
Muniz, yeah.
Yeah, Juice Muniz. And then who else I have? Oh, on my wild card, I'm like, I should go with Arrow. I'm gonna, he's actually pretty consistent in big
He really
tournaments.
is. He really is.
He really is. So I'm like, I'm gonna go with Arrow, and then I think
He definitely puts in the work.
also just another wild card. I love how Ashton Ash played at NAIC.
He was on my list too, actually.
He was
Yeah,
also
he
he was so good at NAIC.
I haven't seen
and
Steiner get 3-0'd ever like that. So
yeah, he
Yeah.
was so good in like his stage presence, like the plays that he was making to get
Yeah.
back into games. I was really impressed. So he was on my list as well.
I was shocked that Ashton Ash didn't get picked up. I was like,
he was on my
sure.
immediate
He-
list, but I
he
thought I
was
had
on
more
my
picks
list,
left.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, like compared to some other trainers, maybe he doesn't have the full resume. Like I got status stand with my last pick. Like so resume does come into factor, but Ashton Ash was awesome.
For me, it was like between him or Shiny Dialga, but I was just like, if I don't pick a single person on my team, I feel kind of sketchy. So I just went with him, but I don't regret it by any means. All right, we gotta do a jelly bean break real quick before we get to Steve's
Oh
picks.
God.
Yep,
We're so back.
15 minute. I think you
Oh,
both
I
lucked out
think-
on the last one though, so it was.
I think this is the one that's like liver and onions or cappuccino because it's like.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
I mean, it depends if you like it or not. Like, I wouldn't be down.
The liver onions wasn't that bad.
Oh, it's definitely liver and onions.
Oh, don't taste good.
I
At least
have
that's a meal.
Yeah.
True.
I
Right.
think-
not-
regularly
like, it's
eat that.
It's kind of like the one that I had first. Like it's not like it's like bad, but it's like just not good.
You're
It's
not
funny how
asking.
you notice liver and onions before you notice old Band-Aid.
Well, no, because it was pomegranate.
It was
Oh, yeah,
pomegranate,
yeah.
the last one.
Oh, who had the old Band-Aid? No one?
No,
Oh, okay.
it could have been.
It
Old
could have
Band-Aid,
been.
Oh.
But it was.
There's
a good one.
every color has one good and one bad option.
Yeah,
so you
yeah.
don't know. I can't
Yeah,
tell.
no, I
Kaz,
know.
do you think this is the wet dog banana one or the stink bug marshmallow one?
I don't know. The banana one looks more yellow. I would say the marshmallow is like
True,
more
okay.
white.
All right, here we go.
Let's hear that. Taste that stink bug, you know.
Oh God.
That is a stink bug.
Describe
What
the
does stink
flavor.
bug taste like? You know, people that make the flavor for these, I wonder if they're like forced to try some of this stuff. Just so
Oh, they
know.
have to. Someone
sure.
has to be.
That's their job. Be like, hey, yo, you gotta find us some stink bugs. We gotta keep eating these until we get the flavor
Yeah.
palette right.
Now I'm gonna have some candied mango as a palate cleanser.
Fair enough. All right, let's go with Steve's top 10.
So my 10 picks were Emmy Weedle, Rick Flareon, Inadequance, Scuffo, Avrip, Rocket Claire, Arceus Aurelius, Bopper, Ramberto, and Mikey Morgs for a grand total
How many
of
Aussies
4
you got here?
Australians.
4?
I got 4,
Four, yeah.
and then there were
4, okay.
2 other Aussies in other people's teams. So we got
Not
6
bad,
out
not
of the
bad.
9 going, I think.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's more than
Steve,
60%.
I feel like I was always right after you, and you just picked the Australian that I wanted.
Hey, you were right before me half the time. I don't know
know,
what
Yeah,
to
know.
do.
it doesn't. Yeah, it works both ways here. All right, Kaz.
So my list is Paulasha, It's Axon, Crescent Angels, Z's Wireless. How do you say her trainer name?
It's
Cindy's
just greenish
trainer.
backwards. Says senior. I don't think.
Senior.
Senior. You can just say
Greenish.
senior.
I
always thought it was
Maybe
like-
greenish.
I read it as like Heisenberg, like some.
I
sort
know,
of-
right?
That's what a lot of people used to say too.
And then I have Ventusky, Nighttime Clasher, House Stark, Tauntaun Batus, and Andrews.
Your list is pretty stacked too. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I like my list. I'm happy with where I am, even if I did not get to some people on my list that I think are also really, really good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, on my list, I got S. James P., which people probably are surprised as a first pick, but hey, don't be so surprised after Worlds. That's all I'm going to say. and if it's if it doesn't pan out, then oh well. We got Hard Jeff as a second pick. Yakovlevich, highest win rate ever. Oh no. It was Jeff is the hardest win rate ever. Yakovlevich, highest win rate ever at an international. We got
Used to
Elise,
be high.
one of the most impressive wins ever out of the losers bracket. In,
What, beating
Fresno.
you? That's impressive.
Yeah, the 6-0 grand finals. Very hard to top. I think Inadequates has that as well, but I remember all the 6-0s, so I know that all my fellow 06 compatriots can sympathize with me. I know all the 6-0s in history.
That's what Caleb's casting is, because Elite's competing.
As for Celto and Sylph World, same thing. The 06. I know. Don't worry. I feel you there. There's at a certain point you just can't do nothing. Decent, 2 first place finishes, 1 second place finish in May. Pretty nuts. Arthur Galde, OG. We got Charming Chinda, back-to-back worlds. A tender, and from APAC to APAC players are nuts. Rubik's Master, 8th pick too. I had a feeling he was going to slip on down because I think he doesn't compete as much, so people don't really realize it. But he's gotten 2nd place out of 3 out of his 4 tournaments, and 1 was at Worlds.
Yeah,
pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Actually,
someone pointed
out still 9th at Portland, still pretty nuts.
After our last episode, someone pointed out, like we were talking about, Shadow Quag and Desync and all. Rubik's Master was running Shadow Quag at Worlds. He came 2nd place with
before
Worlds.
the Aquatail.
It was without Aquatail though, right? So it was a bit of a different mon. But
it was Mud Bomb Stone Edge. But either way,
still impressive.
I guess.
Yeah, he definitely
ran
did it.
NASC, but that was about it. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely did it first, but I will say that there.
Well, with Dodge ran it in NASC, right? So that was first.
True.
Yeah.
But also, it didn't. It's not like it really caught on,
Yeah,
and it was a pretty different meta too. So
the DD was wild too.
Yeah.
The Ox Defense. I'm really looking forward to seeing what he cooks up. I know he never runs anything meta, but that's actually I'm very curious because this current meta looks very strong right now. So anti-meta is gonna be hard to come by. But Shiny Dialga, probably more of a wild card, and then Lurgan Rocket to close it out. So yeah.
Solid pick, didn't it though?
Huh?
I said solid pick to get a 10th. It's crazy how many good players.
We got Lurgan Rocket 10th pick.
Yeah. And we
Andres.
all have people that we didn't even get to pick in our 10, that we wanted to, that are still available.
Yeah, I had a couple others like PP David, SS Thorn.
I was looking at SS Thorn too.
Yeah, Adonis actually has been kind of really good lately. I played him multiple times in locals, and he's been
So if you can beat Caleb, you're pretty good. So Caleb should have picked me. I beat him twice recently.
Yeah, you didn't even pick yourself. You don't have that confidence.
Come on now, you should have picked yourself. You just throwing yourself on there, man. Where's the self belief? I didn't pick you.
Trying
to pick you because I want to make sure you had a chance to pick you.
He's trying to be the ultimate dark horse.
Exactly. I didn't even pick myself. So
I guess in a win-win situation. If you win Worlds, who cares about this random draft that means nothing, right? You can just brag about winning Worlds, right?
Dude, if I win Worlds, I can brag about winning it without doing any prep. Dude, I was listening to Speedy and Zoilis' podcast, and Zoilis was all like, "Oh, anyone that goes to World has probably done at least a few practice tournaments." I'm like, I haven't done a single practice tournament. You are very wrong, my good friend.
You feel really good about not picking you.
Yeah, you're making us all feel a little bit better, Tristan.
Listen, that's why I didn't pick myself. I don't blame you guys for not picking me.
Okay, well, we have a short grassroots segment as well that I want to cover because 2OButters was actually in it. But we had a Clash of the Casters tournament. Steve, you want to lead us into this? Because it was actually kind of your idea, right, in your tournament.
Yeah, so I think we mentioned on the podcast some weeks back, probably a month back at this point. But for those that sort of, they're just joining in for this episode for the first time or missed that one, essentially what happened was I invited every Play Pokemon caster from the 2024 season, so from NA, EU, Latin America, and then also the Perth Regional Championship. To sort of all compete, Open Great League, sort of Show 6 style, play Pokemon, but in a Swiss bracket, and, duke it out in a bit of a world's preview, I suppose, of what the meta actually is, because as we've talked about many an episode, the only official tournament this season was NAIC, and that's sort of all we got at the very start of the season, and there's obviously been some time to sort of stew on the meta since then, so got all of the casters in, we ended up with 24 casters, including 2OButters, Caleb Peng, PvP Steven, all rocking in, duking it out.
Yeah, where
and
was that? Those Dirty Dodgers, Speedish Chief 2 and PP Steve, man. Both of you casted. What's going on?
I was there.
Wait, you played?
Yeah, I was
played?
playing.
Oh,
I was
okay,
playing.
Yeah.
My bad.
So
So
Butters
where was
knows
that
very
Dirty
well.
Dodgers, Speedish Chief?
Yeah. Look,
He
he
was
pulled out that
casting
excuse
again.
of like he was traveling, and I was like, Nighttime Clash is playing from China. He's been and like
Yeah,
Lundberger was in Mauritius.
Zoe Tudas was on like 4-day
Yeah.
flights going back and forth between Australia and New
Yeah.
York.
Yeah, well, you played in person, right? You and Zoe played.
Yeah, me and Zoe were paired up, so we just played at GoFest in person, standing next to each other, which was great. Yeah,
It's pretty awesome.
I mean,
but
Speedy
yeah,
was
basically,
probably just scarred from the last time he faced Caleb on an official broadcast. He didn't want that heat again.
Wow.
well, speaking of heat too, there was no seeding here, and I drew Inadequate's round 1, and look, he played great too. He probably would have beat me either way, but I also this was my cracked screen like phone time period.
Yeah,
So the
yeah,
first
yeah.
like
excuses.
4 rounds, I couldn't see the typing of the Pokemon coming in. Now I got a question for 2OButters. Man ran Gudra, and what happens? He did worse than me with the
I want to
phone.
say this is like the equivalent of me going like 0-2. Like I just like 0-2 and out. I was not locked in. I should have been way more locked in. As soon as I lost my first matchup, I think it was against LNDS Herrero, and
Okay,
like
yeah.
I blew the game 3, and I'm like, all right, I'm already in an 0-1 hole. And then it just was all downhill from there. I think I was
You
up.
got the Doombug
like,
mindset. You dropped the
I think
first
I
round, you
played
just go all the
Steve.
way.
I think I played Steve in a game 3 that was like literally unlosable.
Seriously.
And I was like walking around the house, like looking for something, and I come back and I'm like, I lost the game, and I was just like, what is going on? And so at that point, I was like, good thing this isn't being streamed. But
Yeah,
And then it ended up being streamed.
being streamed. The good news is I did so bad that you didn't get to see me because it's all about the people who.
I need to hit up
who
every one of
so-
2OButters' opponents and then make a YouTube compilation.
Yeah,
Well,
so no,
I
just,
have my round 5 against Butters. Oh, no,
I hated my team. I hated my gameplay, but I love the format. Well done, Steve. I would love to play again. I should have used the speedy excuse for this tournament, but next tournament I'll try to lock in more. And, it was a really fun format.
You already used the Speedy excuse and dodged the LA regional, so
Oh, fair. Well, I was like, yeah, fair. I was literally moving, but yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that matchup that we had like immediately after, and you were like, oh, I was on the phone reading an address out to someone, and I was sitting there like literally within like 40 seconds, it was like, this is game lost. Like, I've got my Lickitung against his Registeel, like, there's nothing going on here, and then I just kept throwing these body slams, and I was like, hang on a minute. Is there a win
count? Like, were we like trying to
that's
lock on down
that's exactly why, like I said, like it sounds weird to say like I was just tapping and not looking, but we were literally playing like Lickitung versus Registeel, and I was like up 2 shields or something, and I was like, I think my wife was on the phone with someone, and like it was I came back to a humble pie.
If you want to check out the battles, they're on my channel, youtube.com/PvPSteve.
Oh, I'm going to check it out for sure. Everyone go check it out too on the podcast. Yeah,
It's got the timestamp. You can skip
Mr.
straight to me.
Gudra extraordinaire here. Yeah.
It's okay. I'm still undefeated in official championship series caster battles because I'm 1-0 against Caleb, so we're still good here.
All
Yeah,
right.
Okay, but-
bringing freaking Shadow Ampharos. That's the problem.
All right, but we got to see you in
doing
official
basketball
play
battles?
Pokemon battles now. That's what we're waiting for, Butters.
Hey, well, I'm in
They
Northern
do have a
California.
Sacramento
Sacramento's
regional.
coming up. You never know.
We better see you there.
I'm gonna drive up there and
Competing,
compete
competing,
too,
not
so
casting.
you might be sitting across from me. I hope not though, because for seating purposes, that's actually pretty rough. 'Cause you have like no seating.
Yeah, true.
But
it's
Racha
possible.
Babyface is the one that won it all too. So
yeah,
congrats to him.
took it all out. I did really well.
Inadequates, and
That would-
honestly, I didn't run a Bastion team, and I really regret it.
Yeah.
So many people disrespected Bastion in that tournament. It was crazy.
Yeah. Well, both of the 2 finalists, Inadequates and Rocha Babyface, they were running Talonflame. Like, it's like the ultimate Bastiodon type.
Inadequates' team was, he had checks at Bastion, but they weren't like clean checks. He had like a Vigoroth and like a Giratina Origin. Like they're not like I forgot what was, he had another one that was like kind of decent, but like Like Bastion
They're
has played into all.
They're
points,
squishy checks.
The squishy checks, yeah.
Yeah.
There was one hard check though that I remember I just can't like safe swap Bastion into. I think it was a Quagsire or something. I don't know, but
Yeah,
So
I had
Steve,
to
you couldn't
find out
sit
if-
one Australian to pick the trainer that won your entire tournament in your World Draft. What's going on there?
Look. I needed that Australian pick in there. I knew that I had to at least represent the side. I figured, Butters, you personally seem to have Latin America covered, so I was like, Russia babyface is all good.
yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
But alas.
Yeah.
But
Wait,
also
was Marco
yeah.
the only 7-Eleven player picked?
Maybe.
I don't know their full roster.
Yeah, there's
I
a lot of
had-
7-1 players.
Yeah.
I
Was
had
I-
had like Richie and some other people on my to pick list, but I never got around to them.
Because I don't think
Yeah.
Roka didn't get picked. Umero, Andrew,
Yeah,
Naharis.
Andrew didn't.
They were on my list, but
Yeah,
See what I
Russia
mean?
was
If we
actually
had
on my
if we
list.
had a top 20, actually couldn't have been too bad, or 15,
Yeah.
15 picks.
It would
15.
have
the
been
man's getting
interesting
picked.
from like a pick standpoint, but like once you get more picks, I feel like it's just like more like luck because you
Free
just have
flowing.
so many people. Like
yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm,
It-
I'm
it
fine.
makes
I'm
sense to
fine.
me.
I'm fine with the 10 we had. We were actually going to potentially get Anacor to be on the podcast because, like I said, him and his brother are crashing with me for the weekend before Worlds, and he's probably on his way now somewhere. But so he might pop into the podcast. But he was just like, "Oh, I'm gonna be too tired." But
Bruv.
he's been like
Bruv.
literally out like on like that island from Lost for the past month. So
Yeah.
had, like, no communication with the
Someone
the
edit
outside
the
world.
spreadsheet real quick. We'll make him pick 10.
Yeah, he
He's
can just
living
pick
that
10
Tom's
after we've
initiative.
picked our 50.
Yeah, after
He'll
we
just
pick
pick-
all ours, he can just
he's just
pick
gonna
10
pick
straight.
Nava Empire 10 times.
Yeah, he's like,
But
yeah,
Nava's
he's
not
like,
going.
This guy's
Yeah,
still going to
yeah.
Worlds, right? No. He knows he's not. The moment that Nava mentioned that he couldn't make it, I sent that tweet to
Yeah.
Anacor, and he just started crying. But
That's
That's why
he
he
was like,
disappeared
I'm not
for a
doing this
month.
draft.
That's why he
Yeah,
disappeared for a
he was
month.
just
He
too
couldn't. He
sad.
couldn't deal with the sadness.
was in
I think
mourning.
between Nava and the rest of APAC, he probably could have filled out his roster with just APAC players. So.
Yeah. He could probably do his top 10 right now, like it just without even interrupting
real,
our
for
50.
real.
Yeah, he would probably just look and take like some Europeans and APAC players and be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
plus
still a lot of
himself.
APAC left.
He's definitely putting himself on that list. But before we move on, I do want to mention on Clash of the Casters as well. We had casting by the world champs, Emmy Weedle, Dancing Rob, It's Axon, and then we had Speedy and
Dunebug,
Dunebug,
right?
because still Arena world champions.
Yeah.
I thought they did a great job.
Yeah.
Going into it, I was like, this is for memes. Like this is really cool. I think it's awesome to have the
No,
world
it's good.
champions casting the casters, but they were good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Steve
No, I
doubted
thought-
Speedy's casting. I see.
Yeah, I was like, this Speediest Chief guy, he hasn't been world champ since like season 2 of Sylph. I don't know. He might be
Yeah.
washed. I don't know if. But hey,
No, it's
He
always
did okay.
super interesting to hear from like the trainers that know the game the best as well. So that's awesome, man. Really cool format. I want to do
Yeah.
it again sometime soon. Make another one so I can do better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Butters, the bar's not very high for you, Butters, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
This time Butters was
2025.
gonna
Yeah,
sit
do
down
it.
for his
Not
Not for me
matches.
either. I'm not acting like I did well. I did pretty
You can
poorly
do
too.
you can do like a mid-season.
we had the same result,
check-in.
Caleb.
I think
Wait,
I ran
it's not
Gudra
that
as
hard.
well, and I think Gudra was just not the play.
Wait, so what record did you guys all get?
Let's
well,
not talk
how many
about it.
rounds
Why,
was
why, why are you? We already
Okay.
moving
The
on.
world
Actually,
demands
this
This way, Butters
This-
narrowly beat Zoe 2 dots, and
is the part of the podcast where I actually got to head out and
yeah. Well, before you go, too, where can people catch you at, Butters? Because I know this upcoming week going to be kind of big for you, right?
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
catch me on the live broadcast at twitch.tv/Pokemon Go. Also on the Pokemon channel for Sunday. It's going to be awesome. There's going to be Twitch drops. I mean, it's the best of the best. You just heard the trainers that we drafted, but that's not all that's going to be there. I mean, I think, what'd you say, 220
Yeah,
are
220.
registered. I mean, there'll be a little less because of, we mentioned some trainers that can't make it, but it's probably going to be around 200 or so. That's going to be a lot of amazing trainers. So it's going to be amazing. And it's already going to be 1 week from today. It's going to be going on. Like right now, we'll be in the thick of it, I guess, in Hawaiian time. So kind of be like early stages of the tournament still. But yeah, make
We'll
sure
release this
to.
episode like around Monday. So
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
but
So
it might be tuning later, but but
yeah. So
yeah.
I guess that Friday after the Monday, make sure to tune in. It's going to be World Championships all weekend. You can find me there, and anything /2OButters on any handle, you can find me there too.
That's right. That's right. And you can find me sitting next to him too. But
Yes.
I will say too, for those that follow me at X probably know, I finally hooked up Butters with some suitable suits for once in his life too, because brought him to my suit guy. Because I mean, I get it, right? Being your height, it's not easy to find suits that fit you. But
True.
And you even saw he was great. Caleb is a professional exaggerator, so you never know if what he's
professional
putting up.
what did I exaggerate? Give me an example. What is something I exaggerated?
You
What
just
did I exaggerate?
exaggerated that you never exaggerate. But
Good example. But all right, go ahead.
But so you never know, like the amount of hype if it's gonna equal it. But the guy we went to was actually awesome, and
Yeah.
it is harder. I'm taller, so it is harder to find some things. And we went in, and it was still like at first like a little hard, but then by the end, like we had some nice fits, and I'm super excited. Like in terms of what I'm wearing, I'm more excited than any other tournament. So
Yeah.
It should be.
it's gonna be
Look
really
and feel
fun.
good
It's
situation
gonna
here.
it's gonna be awesome. Casting with Caleb, and I can't wait. Honestly, it's gonna be amazing.
Looking fresh. Yeah, you should have took my word for it once you saw my fits, right? Because my fits were always solid, right? But I get it,
True.
right? The hesitancy is, do they have them for your size? And honestly, like he works with guys from like the NBA and stuff, and like 7-footers. So like, but he just didn't have the suits right. He literally, because I picked up my suits later like that week, and he was like, yeah, like. I know everything about Steven now, so next time he comes, like I'll be ready for him, right? Because I didn't give him a heads up of like, dude, this guy's like 6'5", whatever, so like so he just walked in, and I should have gave him a heads up, but he has like a whole warehouse of like all these suits that are much bigger too. So.
Wait, so did Butters like go home with the suits, or do you have to bring them for him, or
No, he went. Yeah, he has them. Yeah. And then you got your suits tailored at Maria's, right?
Yeah,
Dude,
I got
it's
I had pants. Yeah,
It's
so
like-
it was like she did it in like 50 minutes, which was
Yeah,
great.
yeah. It was super nice. Yeah, so you don't have to like wait around. No, she's like, so we go to this like suit guy that it looks like a straight up out of the Kingsman, the movie, right? Just one dude working the shop. He just works with you for a couple hours, make sure you're all suited up, and then when you have to get your pants like tailored and stuff or hemmed, he sends you down the street to this old, like really nice Italian lady called Maria, and she's just like a small, like grandma looking lady that just works really fast. It's like no BS, just does everything really well too. But yeah, it's a perfect combo. Anyway, all of that's to say is honestly, I'm a little jealous of Butters' fits because when I was looking at it, I was like, damn, this guy looks better than me for once with the outfits. Like, what's going on? It didn't help too. I was like, like 2 feet shorter than him. So when we're standing next to each other, it's just I look like Goofy. I look like
well, congratulations,
clown.
you played yourself.
I did, for real. But you gotta tune into the official podcast to see his fits.
Hey, I hear Anacor has a clown fit you can wear if you feel like a clown.
Dude, I'm past that stage. You see my hair? I cut off the blonde. I'm a new man. Ready to do it. But anyway, thank you so much, Butters, for tuning in. If you'd like to join us for the episode after Worlds, let me know. But we'll be calculating our points and talking about Worlds and stuff. So, but should be a good time. And if you're not, either way, we'll update you on how much you lost by compared to my squad.
Squad stacked, all right.
No, they are. They all are.
Out of pocket onion Frank. Come on.
Yeah, you're really gambling a lot on the kids here. But we'll see how it goes. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, Butters, and we'll continue the episode with the rest of us. But yeah, before we go, man, we're a little behind on the jelly bean. It's you got to eat one now, and you got to eat one, in a couple minutes after this. Yeah, let's eat one last jelly bean.
Yeah, a
before
couple
Butters
minutes
says.
after this. What is the
Yeah.
timer at?
Pray for the
I
53
got the blue
minutes.
one,
So
I
7
know
minutes
it's
till
gonna
next
be okay either way.
Yeah.
Wait. Don't do it. Oh, did you already do it? I was going to see if you guys take it at the same time because I want to see who actually identifies what the flavor is first.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm very curious about this.
Well, this one
I like
already
this.
know. Like this
Okay.
one, it's
Oh,
the
it won't be
blue
that bad,
one,
yeah.
so it's like
It's gonna be
it's
good.
not gonna be that
Yeah.
bad.
Okay,
Alright.
but I'm still curious.
Wait, this one is dead fish or strawberry banana smoothie, I think.
Oh.
So yours actually could be bad. So Tristan, don't say if it's bad or not. I want everyone to look at your face and see if we can tell, right? And you try to hold a straight face. Please hope it's dead fish.
Oh.
Wait, I'm
I think
Man.
it's banana. I think you got the banana.
You think it's banana?
Or no. Wait, what's the fish? Oh,
dead
it's
fish.
strawberry
Fish?
banana.
This
Unless
guy
it's
belongs
really
on
good
Easter
at hiding
Island.
bad tastes. I don't know.
I'll go with dead fish to be different, but
I'm
I think it
thinking
might
dead
be banana.
fish. I think he's
dead
hit it.
fish. All right, me and Steve on the same
The
wavelength.
man was freaking out by licorice. I
No.
don't think he likes bad tastes.
No,
I think he got the good
it's the
taste.
good one. I think
he got the good one.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
it
it was dead fish.
Oh,
Yeah!
Not taste good.
yeah.
For the
Hang on,
record,
what's
mine-
that?
for the
Caleb and
record,
Steve
mine
again,
was,
undefeated.
We have the connection, you know.
For the record, mine was the berry one. It wasn't toothpaste. It wasn't.
Oh, okay,
minty.
wasn't yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've like we couldn't really do that with yours because you probably wouldn't have given a reaction even for toothpaste either. But
Yeah, because that one's like not really that bad.
yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for having me. Have fun with the rest of the
you.
podcast.
Thanks,
See you,
thanks
everybody.
for being on here, and
Yeah,
we'll see you in a
bye.
couple days.
See you next. Yeah, see you next week.
Okay, so we're back. No more 2OButters here, but that's okay. We still got 304 on 5OButters, and I'm gonna start that timer again. We're in 5 more minutes until we get that next jelly bean. So
Wait, 5 more minutes. We just did it.
We were well over time. Before.
yeah, you're well over.
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah. So you owe us a little.
Wait, so
But-
before we move on, what were you guys' records in the Cash of Classers thing?
Yeah, so Butters
I
went
think it was like 2
1
and 3 or
4,
something.
and Caleb and I were both 2 and 3.
Yeah.
But
By
yeah,
the 5th round, I was just doing random stuff. Like I was just like,
Oh,
'cause I
but
think, like,
by
our
the
match
5th
also
round,
dragged.
you had your fresh screen. You had no
I did.
excuse remaining.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. No hate on my opponent too. My opponent played great, but I also was just like so checked out. I was like, dude, like I'm pretty sure the stream already happened. I'm just here to do it, you know. But it's not gonna be a stream match.
Wait, and you said
But,
Roka Babyface won,
Yeah.
and then who was like second, third?
So
Inadequance was
Inadequance
second.
was in the finals, but with tiebreaker, Home Slice Henry actually jumped up to second, and Inadequance was third.
Yeah,
I
I only
think-
battled Inadequance out of those 3.
Yeah, I battled Inadequance as well. I threw game 3, but it would have been a 2-1 even if I,
Oh,
took
okay,
that
okay,
game. So
yeah.
like he had it regardless. But
How was Bastion on this team? 'Cause I know you ran Bastions. It looked pretty
yeah,
good, right?
but honestly, like I should have won a lot more games with that Bastion because it was legitimately matching up really well into a lot of
Yeah.
teams. Like it
Yeah,
actually
a
was.
lot of
So what you're saying is Bastion takes skill. It's not a tap mod.
Dude, and he's using a non-XL Bastion on top of
Yeah,
it.
that's
Oh,
true. I was
still?
using like it's
Yeah.
like
Still?
yeah, it's that level 40 guy. Hey, I've got I've got one that gets up to 1500 at level 50, but I am not even close on the XLs. I'll eventually
What?
get
like they're
there.
spawning at all these events. You better catch some at
haven't,
Worlds then. There's all these like Shieldon will be spawning everywhere.
Hey, it's
I don't think
Adventure
I
Week
actually
now.
caught that.
Go
I
hunt
haven't
some of
made
those
my. For the
tasks.
record, I haven't made my XL one either, Steve.
Yeah,
Dude, you have
let's
the candies.
go.
But I do have the candy.
Oh,
Aw,
that's
man.
fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Chosen
hang on. Let
not
me-
to.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
I
that's a
haven't-
different story, right? You chose not to make a
Actually.
shadow Pokemon, but you had the resources to if you
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't
it's
built
alright.
the XL Basti either, but I have the XLs. I'm just hoping to find a better one. Like
Yeah.
the ones I have are like okay, but they're like ranked like 25 or 30, and like I feel
Yeah.
like I'd rather
Oh,
hold out for
pathetic.
like a top 5 rank or something.
I'm still looking for a good shadow one because I think there's definitely some utility, but I think they're not.
Well, I mean, Tomahawk UK evidently thought there was some utility. Got that second place finish with Shadow
it don't
Bastion.
matter. I got second place with 3 non-shadow ones, right? What does that say? It just says that Bastion can't close it out. Is the main issue, or
Okay.
me and Tomahawk can't close it out. But
I have 178 XLs, so I'm still
maybe it's people
Decent.
that want to use Bastidon have the mentality of people that can't close it out.
to have the mindset of wanting to use Bastion, you have to be a little bit
a little bit clever, smart, right? Yeah, I get you. All right, let's get into the events here because we have some events coming up. This one is going to be very soon, actually. This upcoming weekend, it's going to be Beldum Community Day Classic, which I don't know how many people are looking forward to, but me
It seems
myself.
Seems like a lot of people on the internet are looking forward to it. I think the one problem that everyone has is that it was scheduled during an already good and busy weekend.
Yeah.
For most trainers.
I think it's fine though because it's happening on Sunday at like 2 to 5 p.m. So like
It actually happens after our World
go
Grand
like
Finals
That's
goes.
already be
true.
done for
Yeah.
people in Hawaii.
They did the same thing last year for Froki Community Day.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was the same exact. It was the same. Like it was Sunday
Oh.
of Championship Sunday. It was also 2 to 5. But the difference is it was triple Stardust. It was a new community day as
Yeah.
well with War Hurricane.
Yeah.
which a
And
lot of people-
Greninja's like really popular.
Yeah, and Greninja's super powerful. Not to say Metagross isn't, but we've already had it and it's been out for years.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it was actually a really fun time because pretty much all the Pokemon Go players and a lot of non-Pokemon Go players, because a lot or non-PvPers, I guess, because a lot of people that play VGC and TG and Unite also play Pokemon Go. Were just walking around the venue in circles, catching all the stuff. And it was
Yeah,
really
it was fun.
So it was actually I actually don't mind the time slot or the day. It just for me personally, it's a little underwhelming. But I think for those getting back in the game or just didn't get a good Metagross or whatever, like
Right.
it's exciting for them.
Yeah.
People that
Obviously,
need the
bonus is
X
better, but
and like
fourth
or
patch,
people
I-
that need the XLs, right? Like if they need
Yeah.
like a Master League Metagross or they want to make a Shadow Metagross or something. But like I was looking and like I'm pretty set on Metagross and stuff, so like I'm not gonna make a Shadow or anything.
I
but,
definitely
like,
need the XLs for that one, and I do have a hundo that is waiting. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, I think it'll be like good for the people that need it, but like I'm also excited that like it's like I'm a little less excited about it, which because that means that like I can play it a little more casually at the venue.
Yeah.
Like maybe just run my Go Plus Plus while I like watch some, I don't know what a VG will probably be on at the time, or like maybe do some
VG,
side
yeah.
events or something.
It's usually
I don't
VG.
know, like, but like it'll be nice that
Oh, true. I should look into those side events on Sunday because I won't be able to play the other days. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
there is another Switch series as well. What was it on the Saturday or
I was
something?
gonna say, is
Oh,
there another
really?
one that will award
yeah.
you
Tristan's
a
like,
Switch?
if I don't make top cut, I'm coming out with a Switch at least.
That was the real plan all
yeah,
along.
yeah. So actually, I talked to some people at a recent event, and they had a bunch of TCG players there, and so I was talking about NAIC like prize walls and how like we maybe messed up and should have got some of the card boxes and stuff. So what TPCI did is they were kind of smart about this. So they actually cracked open the boxes ahead of time.
Oh.
So yes, there's still like a bunch of booster packs inside the box, but they cracked open the box, and the box is worth more money than the booster packs because what they do with the booster packs is they like weigh them.
Yeah.
Because I think the super rare cards are like holographic, or whatever. It's like the material is slightly heavier, so they'll weigh the booster packs, and they already know out of all the booster packs which ones might even have anything good. So a lot of them are just duds, right? Just from weighing them on a scale. So that's why if you buy a box unopened, it's worth more because you don't know which ones are weighted well, right? There'll be some weighted cards in there already, but you have to buy the whole thing, right? So the
Yeah.
value of all the cards are higher. Whereas if it's cracked open, some of the packs will be good, but a lot of the other ones won't be, right? So yes, you can still like resell them for a decent amount, but it's not as much as we probably thought it could have been.
Yeah.
You're basically just
Which is-
selling booster packs at that
Yeah,
point.
booster
Because like
packs, yeah,
no
yeah.
one's gonna trust that it's like, oh yeah, these are all still the
Well,
original
even
inbox.
yeah, I mean, especially if it's already cracked open, they're just like, well, like if it's not sealed shut, then let's just weigh the booster packs. I'm not gonna buy the bad ones, right? I'm gonna buy the ones that
Yeah.
like,
Well, the other thing too is I'm pretty sure as well, like those older sets, like I think those were some of the first things from the prize wall taken. So like they were gone pretty quick too. So like
Yep.
there's a chance that depending when you went to like cash out your prize wall tickets, like it might have already
might
been
not be
gone.
there. Yeah. But either way, I think like obviously if you want plushies, you want the skateboard, you want whatever, like get what you want to get from the sidewalls, like prize walls. But if you're going for like monetary value, it's still not a bad idea to get the booster packs or boxes because they might not be worth much now, but 4 years from now, those are the hot, boxes that people are looking for and booster packs are looking for. So either way, your investment will eventually return on itself if you wait long enough. So. But that's my advice at least. But yeah, so we have the Beldum Community Day Classic. It's 1/4 hatch egg distance, so not as good, but it is what it is. And yeah, so best of luck if you're grinding out that event. Before we get to the next event, it's Jelly Bean time. And I just remembered one of my frog's legs. It's
Frog update.
Oh yeah.
Also, it's Riblet, not Riblet.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I saw
forgot to
that.
mention on the last episode.
I saw that last time and I felt so bad.
You know,
So
we
the thing
gotta
is,
just we have to mention Riblet every episode now because if Steve tags him,
This
he'll
is our-
listen.
is Riblet going to Worlds?
I don't know.
I don't think he qualified.
Oh, yeah, because I know he only goes to like I think just 2 tournaments a year, or whatever. It's like usually just Vancouver and Portland. I think because he's in the Washington area.
All right. I think I got the one that is either the strawberry banana smoothie or dead fish. So.
Just keep swimming.
Let's see if we can tell from her facial reaction. Don't say anything, Kaz.
It's Deadfish. It's
No,
Deadfish.
that was even
When?
get it all together. I actually
hates
thought it was going to be
banana.
the strawberry banana for a second because I'm thinking like, oh, if you're contemplating the flavor, then it's probably not dead fish, right? You
Yeah.
know, oh,
But,
is that bad?
It sneaks up on you.
Oh,
It was
Tristan
not
held it down pretty well. All right,
I
let's-
was struggling. Let me be
Yeah.
real. I just had tried to keep a straight face to keep you guys guessing, but it was not
Yeah.
good.
all right, let's see it.
All right, this is. I think this is the liver and onions or cappuccino one.
Ugh.
Liver onions doesn't seem that bad, but
I didn't like it.
I also,
It's
I'm
not
a fan of
bad.
coffee.
Like it's not as bad as the one I just had in terms of like flavor, but
wait, you said
It's
it was
not
licorice
good.
or liver and onions?
No,
no.
or
no.
cappuccino.
Cappuccino
Alright.
or
What are you all guessing?
I'm assuming cappuccino.
I think it's liver and onions.
I think it's cappuccino actually.
It was liver and onions.
Oh,
Ah!
he gave it a little like furrow brow, but I wasn't sure like you trying to like throw us off or like
I
what
know.
like he's like trying to figure out, you know, like oh that's cappuccino kind of thing.
I think cappuccino is probably pretty obvious, actually. Like,
Yeah,
As-
that's
as the
fair, that's fair,
taster.
that's fair. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyway, that being said, we have another update for you all. This is kind of pretty cool, but I'm gonna need someone else to break this down for me because I don't fully understand it either.
All right, let me try. Which one
Is
is
this
this?
about
It
the
was
this is about
the-
the Twitch drops?
No,
the
party
party
play.
play.
Okay, so
oh yeah.
I don't fully understand this, but what I've seen is that in party play, you can now share items like lucky egg, incense, and star pieces. Now, apparently, when you use it, it halves the duration. So if a normal lucky egg is like half an hour, right? If you use it, it's 15 minutes. But it halves it regardless of the number of people in the party. So like if there's 2 people in the party, you're like breaking even, right? But if you have 4 people in the party, like you're using 1 lucky egg for 15 minutes for all 4 people. So you're getting like an hour worth of lucky egg. Or obviously like the star piece and the incense are going to be the more useful ones for the most part.
Yeah.
But it actually is pretty cool if you're running with a party of 3 or 4 people because you're kind of able to collectively save on items. And obviously it's also nice because like, you know, some people might have a bunch of like incense or star pieces from like research, or maybe they bought a bunch of boxes and have all these extra ones that they aren't really going to use, versus like, and you might be playing with someone else who's low on items. So it's kind of nice from that standpoint too, of like, if you have extra, you know, you can just party up and, you know, help out your friends who might be running low on items and stuff.
So it is like you use it. To share it, you have to use it. It's not like you can just like give someone
Right,
else
you
an
can't
item.
give
Yeah,
it,
okay.
but while you're
So
in the party,
you have to use it while you're in the party.
yeah.
That's still really cool.
That's pretty
like the-
good.
that's the first step to being able to like I feel like we've talked about before, like maybe possibly being able to like give people an item.
Yeah.
I think the
someday.
only problem with giving an item is that what's stopping people from making a bunch of new accounts and giving their main account the items? Because you always start with some items, right?
Right, and you also get like those. There's like referral quests that give some good
Yeah.
items too and stuff.
Yeah.
So like,
Well, I'm just thinking in terms of like, okay, if you send someone a gift, maybe you can attach like one special item like per day or something, like just one.
I don't think it's a bad idea, but that's just my guess is
No,
Niantic's hesitation, right?
I'm
Yeah.
guessing that that's the case too,
Yeah.
but it'd be nice.
Wait, one thing about this party thingo is I'm assuming that, like, say you use 10 lucky eggs. Like, I'm assuming you can stack them the same as everything else. Well, I guess only up to an hour because parties expire after an hour. But like, say you
Well, I
use
think they
3.
expire after 3 hours.
Oh, okay. Well, regardless, you could. I'm assuming you can't stack it more than. But if you stack 3, and then you sort of 10 minutes in, you disband the party. Those items just go into the ether. Because like I know when I don't know what regional it was. Maybe it was like Melbourne regional, but like it's like me, Debbie Pebble, Zoe, and Alan were sort of walking around in a party. And whenever we got like 3 hard tasks, you do the strat of you just disband the party, remake the party, and you get a brand new set of potential party play things. So I'm assuming that like if you use these special items, that's probably not a path that you can take because I assume
Probably
unless
yeah,
it's just
that's
like
a good
I
question.
would assume that they just stop and disappear. Like I don't think they're gonna go into a new party. I don't think you're gonna like get those items back, even if you didn't use the whole time.
Might just be something to be cautious of.
My guess though is like if all 4 of us were in a party and I used an incense, if the party disbanded, I would guess that it would still last for me. But I would have to wait and see.
Depending on how it works, it could like sort of implant it into our account. Like the way that it's coded, it could just be like, oh, these 4 people now have a 15-minute timer of Lucky Egg on their account. Like it depends how they code it.
Yeah, we'll have to see. I'm sure other people will learn by trial and error. But that is a good point to keep an eye out for. I mean, again, luckily because it's having the duration, like it might be safer to just do them one at a time, and like one star piece is going to be like half an hour, 15 minutes, right? So you do 15 minutes, and if the party disbands, you can just do another one later. But that's a really good point to keep out for. I hadn't even thought about that.
Yeah,
we're a thinker.
And then the one
there's
other
no
thing,
is there a intended release date on this or no?
I think it's already active.
Oh, it is? I know it was active for some people because they're testing
it.
this
I don't think
now share. So
I don't think it's active for everyone though.
I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't do party play that much. So
I'm gonna do a party with my local clown and see what happens.
The one other thing that I didn't totally follow, I think I saw something that like you can use Roar of Time, but only if you're the person who is the party leader, maybe, or something. So I'm not sure how like Roar of Time is going to work with that either.
Wait, as in you can share in an adventure effect?
I think just with Roar of Time adventure effect increases the duration of the items.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's true.
So I don't think you can't share Spatial Rend, but I think Roar of Time can extend the length of the items. But again, I don't know. I think I saw something about maybe only the person, like the party leader, the person who made it, can do Roar of Time, but I don't really know for sure about that. But like that's another like weird edge case that we'll have to sort of keep an eye out for how that works. But
yeah,
I mean, I'll be honest, I haven't used Roar of Time at all ever. I think I've used Spatial Rend like a couple times, but I've never actually used Roar of Time because it just didn't seem worth it. But
I've used it a couple of times just on Adventure Incense.
Like the daily one?
Yeah, just basically for an increased chance of Galarian birds because you have longer on the incense. But it has not helped me personally.
I don't know if that Palkia and Dialga candy, man. Steve,
do you even have Pokemon with the adventure effects?
Yeah, I did a couple raids on the thing.
Do you have one of each?
Yeah, I'm a little salty because I got a Hundo Origin Palkia, but without the move. I'm just like, come on, man, what's the point of this?
Do you have the XLs to make it?
No,
nah.
You just what are you salty about? It don't matter if you have the move.
I would have at least
used an Ultra League.
Wait. Here, you asked if he has the XL. He doesn't have the candies to power it up. If he doesn't have the regular candies, if he doesn't
you don't have the regular candies to power it up.
He doesn't have the candies for the adventure effect. So
I have enough that I could use the adventure effect, but like it'd be a limited resource.
How many candies do you have? I'm curious. Now you piqued my interest here.
I've got 95 XLs, so not nothing. I've got 186 regular candy, and I've never powered up a Palkia.
So you can't even get a Palkia to level 40.
Nah, not
Well, especially if you get a
Nah.
second move, it barely gets to level 30.
yet. Yeah, true. But my dog, I do have a level 41 because I think it was the first legendary hundo I ever caught was a Dialga. But
Yeah,
on
I
top of
don't
that,
have
a
a-
96.
I don't
candy.
have a Palkia with the special move because I chose Diamond, so I have a bunch of.
Mm.
Oh, I have
Dialga
a
with the
bunch of
move,
those.
Yeah, I
but I don't
picked
have
diamond as
yeah.
well. But
Yeah, I could trade those to you, Cass.
Well, I have a local friend who I'm best friends with here, and next time she's saving it so that next time we become lucky, she can give
Oh,
it
that's
to
fine.
me.
I won't give
finally.
you mine then. That's fine. If you're
I'm
covered, if you
right
got the hundo
there.
You're
already.
Look,
World,
I
I'm
have
sure
9.
someone will take care of.
I mean,
your-
the thing
Oh
is,
no,
like,
I don't need it. I'm just saying I'll give it to you. I already have a hundo Palkia Origin
Yeah.
with the background even. But
I mean, the thing is, like, you don't even need a good one to use the adventure effect. Like, you can
No.
just trade, like,
yeah.
even if you like just traded with like an ultra friend or a good friend and got like a 5/5/5 Palkia with the move, like at least you could use the adventure effect.
Yeah.
And like I would say the Palkia one is much more useful because it increases your like spawn radius, the Pokemon you can see.
Yo, it's just popped up on my screen.
Oh, great
Oh,
friends.
great
Okay,
friends.
let's go.
We're
Let's go.
starting. We got this.
All right. Well, we have some other news. This is not really like event based, but it is related to Worlds coming up. So for those that are tuning in, I assume a lot of people will be tuning into Worlds some way, shape, or form. But we have a bunch of Twitch drops being tied into it. I was the one that added to this document, so anyone want to go through it?
Yeah, so they announced it on the pre-show. And Adequance was talking about it. I wasn't able to watch the pre-show because I was busy and then prepping for this podcast, but I saw some people posting about it in some Discord servers I'm in, and it looks like there's going to be Twitch drops for all 3 days. So day one, it looks like it's going to give a Sableye encounter with some Sableye candies and XL candies for Sableye, as well as an Elite TM and some Stardust.
And XP.
And XP.
Don't forget that XP.
Yeah, you can't miss that big old XP.
And then day two, it looks like there's going to be a research that gives. We've had this in the past where you get to pick between one of 3 teams and you get the Pokemon for the teams. And so it looks like Team 1 has Mantine, Dunsparce, and Pancham. Team 2 has Galarian, Weezing, Skorupi, and Chespin. And then Team 3 has Inkay, Jigglypuff, and what's the baby Gastrodon? Shellos. And depending where you are in the world, you'll get whichever one is local to your region. And these are definitely some funky Pokemon. But Inadequance mentioned on the stream that these Pokemon will be relevant next season. So likely that means they're either getting buffed and or other things are getting buffed that might make them relevant.
Well, Wigglytuff's not going anywhere apparently.
Ugh.
So
Yeah, that's interesting because I mean Wigglytuff already has relevance. Mantine already like super relevant as well.
Yeah, but they're both not like hyper meta, so
Yeah.
could be interesting. I think
But I mean,
Dunsparce being relevant is nice because it has a lot of like neutral play. and
Please
interesting
tell me
coverage.
that they're gonna give us the Dunsparce because
Oh, I
would
call it like a
love
rank
that.
2 to Dunsparce greatly the other day.
I
So
think
I'm like,
Dunsparce would be fun, but I was looking at it. I think it's got like the same moves as Dunsparce, but
so
we're
it's probably just
stat
less
products,
bulky, right?
and it's less
Yeah.
bulky. So I think it's maybe
Yeah.
not as good.
It's funny at
Ultra
least. So
Ultra League.
True.
So
True.
yeah, we don't know. But yeah, so some new teams, and seems like based on what Inadequate said that these might be connected to some of the move changes.
Pangor would be wild, but
Yeah.
isn't it a rough
I'm,
one to actually get Great League eligible?
Yeah, because you can't
weren't they
use
spawning
the.
at some events?
They were
I
spawning
have
last
one, so I
year.
assume they must have been.
They were
yeah.
spawning last year at GoFest.
Yeah.
And then I
Oh, I'm
believe
gonna
there
check
was
real quick.
I believe there was some other event recently. Where
Yeah,
they
there was some
were
wild spawns, but
Thanks.
also I'm
spawning.
guessing.
I don't have
I
a
think
good one.
does but if it's a research, level 15 might fit.
Yeah.
Yes, but
I have
like I ain't trying to
exactly
just
one-
run one random level 15 that got traded to me, from this research. I guess I'm picking team 1 for day 2.
I remember that I didn't even evolve to Pangoro until I think it was oh my god, that dragon, the dark dragon community day.
Oh,
Wireless?
Yeah.
High Dragon?
Well, yeah, but what's the Dino?
Yeah.
I didn't even evolve any of my Pangoro until that day because I finally like got my stuff together.
Oh, I see.
And,
Oh, right. I
made-
forgot about the evolution
because
thingy.
you have to catch dark types.
Yeah, right.
Evolve
I
it.
remember that. Yeah.
So if you're getting it as a Pancham, then yeah, you won't even have the team ready to go because you'll
Yeah.
have to catch a bunch of dark types.
Dang,
I
I have a
don't-
hundo, and I was like seeing if it might be good in Master League Premier, but it's like more than 1,000 CP less than a Dragon Knight. So
Yeah,
it's
and
not
it's
good.
so fragile too. Like
Frail,
Yeah.
because
yeah.
the Pangoro is actually kind of useful in one of the current Battle Frontier metas, so I've been kind of starting to play around with it, and it's like, oh my god, so glassy.
Yeah.
As is
awful.
anything that like if it's hard to get it in Great League, it's not taking a lot of hits.
Yeah, that's true. One other thing that's fun is I think besides the Pancham, I think all of these other Pokemon can be shiny.
Mhm.
So that's kind of fun.
Yeah, I don't have the shiny Pancham, so
I don't think
I
that's
kind
in
of
the
want to do
game.
it just for that.
I don't know.
It
I don't.
is.
Wait, it is?
Yeah, it is, right?
It
Yeah.
is.
Oh, I don't have the shiny. I guess I just haven't gotten lucky.
It's like
It's on the
a
new
little.
side.
It's like a little brown instead of like where.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
you're
black
right.
areas
You're right.
are.
So they
It's,
are
like,
all shiny
chocolatey.
eligible. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it's not on the graphic, but I thought I did check like the YouTube VOD to grab this screenshot because that I think Caleb will probably put in the video later. Because like the screenshot I saw circulating on Discord was like very like blurry. And so I listened back to like a minute or two, and I think I heard Inadequate say that there was going to be a day 3 Twitch drop as well, which I think was maybe going to be an encounter with the Scuba Chew.
That would make sense.
Okay.
It's not on the graphic, but I thought that's what Inadequate said. So again,
That'll be interesting because the third day is on the main Pokemon channel.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're going to implement that specifically, but not saying that it can't be a possibility, but that's just my only question related to that.
So no mention of getting Axon's team this year, I guess.
Well, so we pretty much got Axon's team at the regionals this year. Like your first ever regional or international, there was like a special research for Axon's team right off the bat.
Yeah.
I forgot about
Yeah, I
it.
remember that.
The reason why we got Dancing's Rob team last year was because they didn't do anything like that before, like all of, like
Okay.
season 2.
Fair enough.
So that's my only guess. But before we move too far along, we got some jelly beans to eat. I went a little overtime too, so you got to eat another one in 8 minutes. But if I remember.
Oh, at first I thought we were just going to have to eat 2 at once. And I was like, are you kidding me?
No. I mean, you can if you want to knock them out now.
No.
I forget
we can
every
do that,
time.
and then we can do
I
Kaz's
got
corner.
another.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't have one for this week.
Oh no,
so
we
I
can
thought-
skip
Yeah,
that too. I actually took.
Yeah.
I originally took it out because I thought that Butters would be in here the whole time, but we can
Yeah,
actually hop
that's-
over.
That's what I
to-
thought.
Yeah,
So
we can actually
Yeah,
hop over
easy
to
done.
the YouTube comments actually after this because we're
Okay,
a little
I
late on the
have-
comments.
Yeah.
I
I
got
think
another
this is-
red one.
Okay. Was that
I think this
the-
is Stinky
pomegranate?
Socks or Tutti Frutti.
Yeah. So
Ooh.
this one is the one that could
What
be
is Tutti
pomegranate.
Frutti? What does that even taste
I
like?
have no idea.
So I was just in Italy, and we were like, everyone was saying tutti, and so we Googled it. We were like, okay, what does this mean? Because it's like it's in the fruit thing. It just means like everybody or everyone or like
Every fruit. Oh.
All
So,
fruit.
yeah,
fruits.
that's
All
sort of my
fruit.
guess.
Yeah, hopefully,
All right.
hopefully a durian. All right, let's see if Cass can hold a poker face here.
Oh nope.
Not even close.
I want to play poker with Kaz. This
I
is.
think this. I feel like it's a bad one for Tristan too. Is my guess.
Ah.
Yeah,
He's like got that slow
I'm
chew,
sensing some.
like you could tell like his like jaws like clenched tighter than it needs to be. He's like the smallest bites.
Okay, that
I'm
one,
with
the
ya.
old bandage is truly gross.
Oh.
Really?
What is
does it
it's the
taste
worst
like?
one?
All right.
Yeah,
So,
I mean that and the dead fish are both pretty bad.
all right. So, what's your guesses?
Yeah, we're both going bad.
I think it was bad too.
Bad for
Nope.
Oh, it's good.
Oh,
Oh,
It was
damn it.
nice and fruity.
Yeah, he got
He
that
hates it.
Heelys like poker face,
Yeah.
man. He-
No.
no
I'm a
emotions.
terrible. I have zero poker face. I'm a terrible liar. Like,
do you have a good sense of
cannot.
smell, Kaz?
I
So
think
something
so.
I noticed. I mean, I'm generalizing a little bit here, but something I noticed is a lot of my friends that are men have bad sense of smell, myself included, and then a lot of women that I know have good sense of smell. And because your olfactory system, like your smell system, is tied to your taste, my guess is if you have a good sense of smell, your taste buds are also heightened more, which means that you're really tasting the bandage.
That's probably true. Ugh.
Yeah.
I'm
Ugh.
really curious. Like, what does old bandage taste like? Because I would have
You know
thought
what,
it would be a
Steve?
bit
You
mild.
know what, Steve? I'll bring these to Hawaii,
no,
and you can
that's
try
okay.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
what-
so
what I want-
curious.
Steve, it's
Uh,
okay.
What I
There's a
want
chance
is
that it's
the-
actually not old bandage, so you might be okay too.
What I
Yeah,
want
I'll
is
be-
I'll
the
bring
three
him
of you-
all the old bandage ones, and he'll just keep
Yeah,
popping
what I
them.
want is the three of you to like record a video trying all these like while
Oh,
you're in
I've
Hawaii.
tried it already back during the holiday.
No, you
episode.
haven't tried
I
burnt
still have
rubber or
plenty.
wet dog.
I'm
The-
okay. I'm okay.
The weirdest thing about the wet bandage is like there's this flavor in there that like, or old bandage rather. There's this flavor in there that I can only describe as like sterile, you know? Like it kind of tastes like a hospital room, like smells. Like it's just like
You know what
awful.
we should do? We don't have really any sponsors, but something we could look into is getting food sponsors down the road. You know, maybe some like hot sauce sponsors. You know, like hot ones. We could just like eat some like
Yeah, can
hot
we all go
sauce.
on hot ones? Which is also something I'm terrible at, by the way.
Oh, I would. I don't. I think it would
I
like, destroy my
refuse to
stomach,
do
but
that.
I would,
I'm not
I would
doing
love
that.
to do something.
I will
like
not do that. I do not.
Well,
have
not
this
hot ones,
place.
but just something weird, right? We could
Yeah.
like try
Yeah.
like different like stuff, but anyway, so that pretty much does it for our events. Let's get into some YouTube comments because we're a little behind on these, so that way we can just see what we're missing out here and catch up on everything for until after we get back from Worlds.
Not only YouTube comments, we also had a Twitter comment.
All right, read the Twitter comment first.
He-
'Cause you really
Oh,
want to read
yeah.
this. I could
He
care
said,
less. You really
Ash
wanna
to
read
Ash, low key smurfing here. Number 2 NAIC, arguably harder than winning a regional. He's calling out Caleb's dark horse pick as not being
Yeah.
a dark horse.
Look, he is definitely a dark horse pick. He wasn't even picked out of. We picked 50 players for Worlds and he wasn't even picked, right? I think that makes him a dark horse pick. These wives picked up real quick. Who else is a dark horse pick? Rocket
Arceus
Claire?
Aurelius, right?
No, Rocket Claire, I
No.
think I picked as a top
no.
pick, actually.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was your
Rocket was a
top
top.
pick.
Yeah.
Who else is a dark horse pick?
Shiny
Dialga.
I picked him up, yeah. So
Mikey
Ashen Ash is a darker.
Morgs.
Yeah. So Ashen
Yeah, I
Ash
think Mikey Morgan was
even
mine.
a darker dark horse pick than the other ones.
I mean,
I
hey,
say so myself.
Valiant Vish got in here. He wasn't a top pick or a dark horse. He just got
Yeah,
totally snubbed.
Exactly. So he. Anyway, if look, we'll see how he does. I would still consider him a dark horse pick. But let's go to our YouTube comments from our LATAM Spotlight episode. Kawhi D said, I think, or this might be some typo here. I think. Oh no, sorry. Go as in like I thought Go was lowercase, so I didn't realize it was like Go as in the game. I think Go would suit esports Olympics fine as long as they make it land. Not every game has to be super long or complicated. I think the fact that Go is fairly simple will make it easy to watch for people who don't play the game. Yeah, I agree a lot there with Kawhi there because I think Go is intuitive. Whereas TCG, VGC, a lot of games in general, like if you don't know what's going on, it's really hard to understand what's going on, right?
Yeah,
There's certain
I
games that are
watched.
definitely more straightforward, but there's other
Yeah.
like shooter games, like once you take out the other team,
Right.
usually you win.
I mean,
right?
that's why things like Rocket League succeed in
Yeah.
esports,
Yeah.
because like it's so
It's just
simple.
soccer
Like I'm
with
terrible
cars.
at that game,
Right.
but I love playing it.
Yeah, and it's easy to follow. I don't play the game, but
Yeah.
I could tell what's going on. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
I scored a
Right.
goal. Like,
I feel like
it's with a car,
MOBAs
but
are
they
like,
scored a goal.
I feel like MOBAs are sort of in the middle. Like it's fairly
Yeah.
easy to follow for the most part, but like at least for me, like when they get into those big team fights, I have no clue what the heck is going on.
Yeah.
I'm just
Like,
like,
you're like, how
who's
did this
with-
one team win? Right? Like, how?
I'm like,
how's
I'm
this
like,
team still
I'm just
alive?
like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know who's like living and dying right now. Like, I don't know what's
Yeah.
happening. There's just chaos. The next thing
Yeah.
I know, it's like this guy's dead. This guy's dead. This
Yeah.
girl's dead. Like,
But it's still easy to follow in the sense that like like if people are cheering, like it's just like one team
oh,
team
for
fight.
sure.
Whereas like VG and like I just don't understand what happened. They're like cheering. I was just like something. What happened? And it would be like, oh, this move
Yeah.
missed, right? I was just like, I don't know, like what are the odds of missing, right? Does it miss
Right.
half the time anyway, right? It's the big miss, like
Well, and all
super
the like the
unlikely.
different effects in VG and stuff, like it's
Yeah.
hard to follow the
Yeah.
setup. And then
Yeah.
TCG is the
Yeah.
hardest. Like I have no clue what's going on. Like I tried
Yeah.
watching a little, and like the thing too is because like they like play quickly. Like they're just like playing cards and like searching their deck and then shuffling and then playing something else and searching their deck and
I'd be
shuffling.
so bad.
they're
I'd be
like-
if I'm playing, I'm like, can I read your card real quick? Like, can I read that one too? Like, I'd be
Yeah.
reading everything.
So I've been
Yeah, but
getting
it's
into
like-
TCG online, and I will say, like, I was in the same boat. Like, I was taking so long to read it all. Like, it was like,
Yeah.
what the heck are these cards?
Were
But
you playing online people or computers?
Yeah, online.
Okay.
Like actual people.
Is
But
there a
once you
timer?
actually, there's a timer like for each move, but then there's a game
Yeah.
timer as well. So like, I know it was really rough at the start, but once you actually pick it up, which doesn't take that long, it's actually like pretty easy. It's just like,
yeah.
I don't know what that banging was, but yeah,
Yeah.
there's not actually that much
gosh.
to learn.
Like a-
but
I can
might
hear
have
it
to be using
too.
this mute button.
It's fine. I just hopefully like the pipe doesn't drop from the ceiling. Is my
No,
biggest-
it's someone that has something they want to add in on the podcast.
yeah. Be like, hey now,
They're like,
TCG
no,
ain't as
TCG 's
easy as
way
you
harder.
say it is. Yeah.
Hey.
Hold up now.
I
Kawhi
think
also
I-
continues.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Right.
go ahead. Yeah, what were you saying?
Oh, I think like Frosted Caribou, stirred some controversy a while ago, talking about like which game was the easiest to get into, and I do actually like TCG is by far the easiest to get into. Like,
completely.
So
like
Yeah.
it's such a grind
No,
to
I-
have the resources.
Yeah, because just like because you can't just like hop in, right? And this is the problem that I have with my friends who are like the more casual players who aren't competitive. Is like I can tell them to go Battle League, and they can do that, but they'll just hop in with whatever, and that's not like gonna be successful necessarily, And there's also, I think, like just some skills that if you're not aware of how the game is played, you can pick up quickly, but it still like takes a while for you to implement properly, like learning your move counts and stuff like that. So yeah, I do think that Go is the least accessible, like just straight accessible, but certainly with all of these, like everyone can learn if they make an effort to, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I think Go is the least accessible too. I agree there's a ton of accessibility issues with Go, but like I feel like the controversy with the Boo thing was like that she just like kind of like downplayed a little bit some of the accessibility issues with the other games. Like certainly Go is less accessible, but like if you're getting into competitive VG, it's like you end up having to potentially buy like both Scarlet and Violet, Sword and Shield, Legends Arceus, like all these different games, which like and like play them through, right? Like that's not super accessible either. Again, Go arguably probably is more accessible because like you have to play during this event for this Pokemon, etc.
Well, there's not-
More inaccessible or accessible?
Go is more inaccessible. I'm saying.
Okay.
But
I think
like,
the problem is there's not one definition of inaccessible.
Yeah.
Right? Because those are inaccessible for different reasons
Yeah.
than like Go is, and vice
Right.
versa.
Yeah, you can't
so
compare them.
Each game has like a set of different issues, like,
Right.
and none of them are baseline, like easy to
Well-
get into if you want to.
One
You
thing
know,
I
it's-
will say for VG is that the game will get more accessible over time because of Pokemon Go. because once we could get Urshifu in this game and all the other hearts to acquire stuff in VG, you just trade your Pokemon home and trade it to your VG game.
Yeah, that's
so.
true.
But
Yeah.
the biggest reason right now is that a lot of stuff is not accessible because it's not in Go yet. But once it's
Right.
in Go, like I'll just lucky trade with like a VG caster and it'll be like a shiny Heatran. It'll be terrible. He's like, it's okay. I'll just trade it to my VG, like my
Yeah.
my Switch and
Mhm.
my home, and then power it up to like 100% IVs with the
Right.
bottle caps and stuff. But
And then-
Kwai also continues with, I feel like trying to get someone who doesn't play games to watch esports Olympics is way harder because there's a lot more mechanics to explain for each genre of game compared to IRL sports. I actually agree with that a lot, right? Because like,
Yeah.
you don't have to be a pro swimmer or like a track athlete to know like, hey, the person that crosses the finish line first is the one who wins, right? Like, some of the games are a little bit more, or some of the like stuff in Olympics maybe a little bit harder to understand. Like, I think like some like the marksman stuff, like I don't fully understand it, right? Like it's like for example, like darts. I was like, don't you want to go for the bullseye? But they're like aiming for something else besides the bullseye. Like I don't fully understand
Yeah.
that. I'm sure it's not that hard to understand if you look into rules, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
those things are obviously a little bit less intuitive. But I think,
think-
most like real
and some
sports
of
are
the
pretty easy to
team
follow.
sports can be harder, like soccer and like rugby and basketball, because like there's some like obscure rules that you might not understand. Like obviously the general premise you can follow, but like some of the
Yeah.
weird rules and stuff can be harder to know. But
Yeah.
I agree with the general premise though.
So yeah, good comment, Kawhi. Archie Cola, Ryan Colgrove says esports Olympics sounds cool in theory, but I don't think the Pokemon Company will end up joining. They seem opposed to playing in the same sandbox with other esports organizations and sponsors, especially when it comes to their streams and IP, etc. I think they like that they can keep everything in house for their own World Series, but who knows? I hope I'm wrong though. Yeah, so I think one thing to note about this kind of stuff is that regardless if the Pokemon Company wants to do it or not, it could just theoretically be hosted by, like, without the collaboration of the Pokemon Company, they could host it, I think. Can't they?
Wasn't there all of that stuff about like the Smash Bros stuff, how they were hosting their own tournaments and
yeah.
game?
So my own example is I was thinking about like the esports World Cup that just happened, right? And there were a lot of different games in like that were hosted by it. But like I know for a fact like Riot Games makes, Valorant, League, TFT, Mobile Legends, a bunch of the games that they use at the esports World Cup, and they didn't, to my knowledge, they didn't partner with Riot. So they just used their games for the showcase, and they just reached out to the casters that they want to work with, and the casters responded. And they had their own production crew and everything because they had built in like spectator mode and all this stuff, so they could run it like anyone could run a grassroots tournament stream of like these games with similar methods. But I guess at the same time, maybe Riot wasn't like, well, we're gonna sue you if you do this. So they're just like, whatever, like. It's like we're not running it, but I guess it's free marketing for our game too, right? Because they're just, the more people that play a game and host tournaments with your game, like technically it's better for the growth of the game, right? But you're right. I guess Nintendo / the Pokemon Company could file a lawsuit and be like, hey, like we don't want our game represented at the esports Olympics. You got to cut that thing out or whatever.
And specifically,
Yeah.
Nintendo has a history of doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
was
think-
gonna say Nintendo and the Pokemon Company both they seem to kind of be
You're
very
right. I don't think
similar
there's
in this
Smash Brothers
regard.
at
Very
Esports World Cup.
protective.
Yeah.
Very protective of their IP, and so I don't think that they're just gonna hop on like without any stipulations or any level of control.
Especially because it's in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Yeah.
I think if like the esports Olympics were happening in like Japan, they would be more interested in
Or like the US,
or the US even. They would be potentially more interested in being involved.
Mhm.
But I think that like in addition to like the things that we have said and what Ryan said, I think that they would likely be hesitant to want
That's a
to be
good point.
involved because it's in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
And because like you guys said, they seem kind of protective of their brand and stuff. I don't necessarily foresee them wanting to put their brand in something being held in a controversial country like that.
That's 12 years too. 12 years is
Yeah.
a long time. Pokemon Go hasn't even been out for 12 years. like it's only been out for what 8? That's
Yeah.
crazy. That means that Pokemon will be on Pokemon Go will be on its 20th anniversary before there's a chance for it to ever make it esports Olympics. Actually, no, 24, right?
21.
Because it's going to be 4 years later after that too.
Well, I don't know. Are they doing it every 4 years, or are they doing less than that?
Probably every 4 years, right?
Probably every 4. If
Everything
it's
Olympics
the
related
IOC,
is every 4
yeah.
years.
True, that
Which
would
the
make
12
sense.
years makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
Because it's 3
Right.
different. I mean, again, I'm not saying I kind of want Pokemon to be at the esports Olympics in Saudi Arabia, but I think it'd be cool for Pokemon to be at an esports Olympics down the road, maybe somewhere
Yeah.
else. But yeah, it's a very long term deal. Steve's like, yeah, I'm getting back into some tic tac toe.
Hey, I'll get
G'day,
that on the
archers.
phone however I need it.
plotting his return.
To the caster's desk.
I'm
He's like,
ready.
I'm casting something for sure.
Let me in.
Rich Rank says, hey, Kaz, if you still have your Giratina to mirror trade, I still have mine. I am in Gwinnett County if you want to mirror. Is that a fellow local of yours that you know?
I don't know them, but I want to.
Oh, well,
Wait,
let
didn't you
Rich
say you
Rank
were...
know how to reach out to you, maybe.
Yeah,
on
but
socials.
unfortunately, I don't have my one from the research. I did swap it with someone. That's the first trade that I did. I did a
Gotcha.
swap, and it didn't go well.
Gotcha.
So save that for someone else's swap.
There's a local of mine that has
Thank
a
you,
shiny
though.
Giratina, but the
Ugh.
things they're asking for are like so hard to find. And like they clearly don't PvP, but like the stuff they're asking for is like it's like a
Like
shiny
what?
Rotom or something. Like shiny Rotom, I think you could only get at the LA Sinnoh Tour, and you only get one chance of getting it, like
Yeah.
one chance encounter. So like it's like some stupid rare stuff. Like it's your really rare stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it was,
only
like,
know
only
of one
3 things that the
person
guy was asking for.
for
yeah.
sure that got a shiny Rotom out of all the people I know
Yeah.
who were doing that. research.
I honestly didn't even know you could get it.
Yeah,
I
didn't
looked it up.
either.
It's pretty
Yeah.
wild.
I looked it up, but
You've just broken the news to me.
yeah.
We do that a lot in this podcast.
This is just to give me information. That's all.
Wait,
I'm
what do you
here
guys
for.
mean the remote rate limit isn't 3 a day?
Yeah. Oh shoot. Okay, we are.
Yeah.
I
Are we
also
at double
forgot
bean
we-
o'clock?
It's time. It's time for another jelly bean.
Damn it.
Another jelly bean. Yeah. No.
Because last time we only had to wait like 8 minutes or something till the next one.
Yeah. Now. Yeah. You're 4 minutes away
Oh,
from the next one too.
I got another blue one.
Same.
Oh, what a coincidence.
Oh, this one was toothpaste though,
Okay.
which was
Okay.
definitely
It's
minty.
not bad, right?
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
fine.
bad.
Minty. They gotta
literally
cut that out,
tastes-
man. Toothpaste.
It literally tastes like my toothpaste.
You gotta do like I was gonna say like a detergent pod or whatever. Like
Tide
Pod.
Tide pod, but that's like some people just actually eat those. So I actually don't, like that might be a
I
bad
will
thing
say-
to promote.
I will say there's a really gross toothpaste I had once. Like most toothpastes taste fine, but there's one that they it was during I was in the hospital and they were like they give you like their standardized whatever medical toothpaste, and that is the grossest toothpaste I've
What did
ever
it taste
tasted
like?
in my life.
Was it salty?
It wasn't even wasn't even really minty. There was like barely any mint, and then it just tasted kind of like chemicals. And I was like,
oh,
why
the
am I
chemicals,
doing
yeah.
this to myself?
Yeah, if you make your own toothpaste, it tends to taste a little bit salty because you use like baking soda and stuff. But it's not like bad. I haven't heard anything bad about it. But you can make your own toothpaste. But yeah, chemicals sounds. Ugh.
It was
Alright.
it was bad.
Well, we'll eat another one in 3 minutes from now. But that actually does it for all our YouTube comments. So we actually are more caught up than I thought. Just because
that's good.
we only more recently posted the NA Spotlight episode because we're recording this early on.
Only recently posted, like what,
Yeah.
an hour ago?
Yeah.
So it was, we went-
That's partially my fault because I didn't have the YouTube thumbnail ready because
Yeah,
my
yeah, yeah.
computer is.
It's
not
all
great.
good. It's all good. It happens.
I will say too for comments, if anyone for my Professor Tristan segment, if anyone has like a Pokemon they would want to see buffed, like you can always like leave that as a comment and I'll consider like if someone said like, oh, I want to see like, I don't know, Lanoon be good or something, right? Like mention that and like I could like look at like maybe it's move pool or something,
Well,
and like look at some
I need to look into
suggestions for it.
Pangoro's moveset because for some reason that's
Yeah.
gonna be meta relevant based on the tush drops. But
Oh my god.
Gonna get buffed somehow.
okay, let's go down to our T topic. I'll let one of you all take the lead on this because I actually didn't look into it as much.
I didn't look into it a whole lot, but I mean, I did see everyone sharing about it as a warning, because basically it looks like prior to the rocket event, they actually lowered, and pretty significantly lowered, the number of like grunts that you can encounter during the day before your account is flagged for suspicious activity. I didn't even know that there was such a thing as a
I
grimace.
didn't either
None of
until
us here
this
cried
week.
enough to
You
know.
know, because
We're
I feel
all
like
on the
it was
same
like,
page.
I feel like it was something like insane, like 250 or something like that. And then specifically for this weekend, this rocket event in particular, they seem to have lowered that, and I'm not sure exactly where the number is settled on, but some people
It's
have
like 150
reported
or something.
Yeah, some people have reported 150. Some people have reported like 80. So
I think so.
that's
I
a
don't.
pretty
I don't
surprisingly low
understand.
number.
I don't understand like all the limits and numbers and stuff. And like from what I've seen, they've been getting changed. But
Yeah, so
I
I
believe
can sort
they're
of break it down a little bit.
Okay.
So basically, this all started from like one guy on Reddit, who I just Googled to make sure I got the name right. It's Faladine. And they like took it upon themselves to sort of test out where the limit actually was. And they're the one that sort of discovered that this issue is happening. And so, when you spoke to a Team Rocket, not battle it, not go into the battle or whatever, you can speak to the same one. Like, when you click on a Pokestop, he pops up. You can just click on that same Pokestop again and again and again, and the counter will go up in the background. And they've clearly had in the game some big number that will auto ban you if you hit it. Bang, 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 bang. And so
Sounds like Morse code.
yeah, it's an ARG. So stay tuned to the rest of the podcast. But essentially, there's always been this limit at some big limit that none of us have ever even gotten close to hitting. Seemingly going into this Team Go Rocket event focused on rockets, the number dramatically reduced to like 160. And like, a lot of people are never going to hit that number, but some people like super grinders, they're going to hit that limit. Because again, you don't have to battle 160. You just have to talk to 160.
Right, which makes it tough because if you just click on the stop, that counts.
Yeah. So if you
Also,
do a ton of Pokestop
I think there might be also two limits. I think there's like one limit for like a rolling 24-hour period, and I think there might also be a secondary limit for like a 1 hour period.
Yeah, that tends to be. But basically, this issue was then fixed pretty quick. Like Niantic was pretty quick to fix this issue as soon as it was sort of like, was widely known as a thing. Like Zoe 2OButters put out her video talking about the rocket event, and when she recorded that video, it was like, this was an issue, but it's fixed. Really soon after that video, the limit then dramatically dropped again. And so all of a sudden people were getting banned even faster than before. Like it was even lower than 160. And then Niantic again fixed it and raised it. And then I think there was another drop and then a fix. And so it's been jumping all over the shop all weekend.
Yeah.
And so
the ban too is wild because then you just can't play at all, right? It's like one thing to be like, you can't spend any stops, you can't do the rockets, but the fact that you can't even play any part of the game.
And some people I think were getting 1 day bans, and other people were getting 7-day bans. I saw.
Yeah.
And again,
what, 7 days?
It started as 7.
1 day sucks too.
That
but
was
7
why
days is
I
wild.
think that the alarm started getting raised a lot louder, is because like some people who are qualified for Worlds and going to Worlds are very much like grind players, and they're
trying to get a better like Shadow Magnum zone, because
they
it's
might
finally
be
back
at
in
risk,
stops or
and so people wanted to make sure that like no one who was potentially going to Worlds might meet this like capacity limit and get their account banned.
I mean, even if you're not going to Worlds too, it just sucks that you can't play during a rocket, because rocket events aren't that long compared to the other events too.
Well, and it sucks in general that it's like so counterintuitive. Like, I understand why there's the limits, because apparently rocket grunts are a good way for like bot accounts to farm Stardust or something. I think is why they're there to begin with. But like, I don't know why they have to be so low. It's like, again, like Steve said, it's a rocket event. The point is to go out and do a bunch of rocket grunts.
Yeah, literally, it's
They-
the research they give you
They
to
honestly should
do.
just like commission someone or ask for volunteers for like a hardcore grinder and just see like, hey, we're just going to test something out this rocket rotation and we'll implement for the next one. Do as many rockets as you can in 24 hours and then report back on your data so we have a benchmark. It'll be someone that lives in a big city, presumably, right? And that's obviously not spoofing, right? I'm sure they could look into their account and see if they're actually spoofing. And, and then use that as a slight benchmark, maybe bump it up above that as well, right?
Yeah.
And see what happens. But like I think like having people to like quality test this stuff before they implement it could be one way to kind of it's just like it's just not good PR for them. It just upsets the player base as well. It's just not
Well,
a good
and this
time.
isn't like the first time something like this has happened, because we've seen both with Global Go Fest and Global Sinnoh Tour that when they raised the remote raid limit, some players got banned for doing too many remote raids.
yeah. What's the point when they have like I don't even get that.
Like it's just,
this is free money for them.
but
We're a
I
little
don't
over time,
understand.
by the way. We technically need to eat 2 beans right now.
Dang it.
Two beans.
Yeah, keep talking about your thing though, Tristan. In between your beans.
But like it's just like they're adding these limits and like suspending or banning people for like normal gameplay.
Yeah,
And it's like they're not thinking through the effects of the system they have.
Mhm.
And like it just sucks because again, I understand they're trying to catch bots and spoofers and stuff like that, but they're banning, suspending like totally legit players. Like I know Hang
Yeah.
PJ's got, I think, either a suspension or a ban during Global Go Fest for too many remote raids.
Kaz, what was it?
It was wet dog.
What does wet dog taste like?
Well, it's kind of subtle because at first I really thought it might still be banana.
Yeah.
And then there's just this sort of like, I don't know, like dirt taste that comes in.
Oh,
It's gross.
okay. All right, Tristan.
I think I have the same one as Kaz, so we'll see if I get
Well,
wet
Kaz should
dog.
pull another one out. We gotta do the double, right?
Oh, God.
My apologies, but it's lost track of time.
You guys should have grinded that elo, man. That's
Yeah.
Listen, I tried, okay? I was climbing at the end.
yeah.
Tristan was the one who wasn't pulling his weight.
Yeah, Tristan had a bit of a tumble at the end.
This one's green, so I think this is the same one that I had at the beginning. It's like juicy pear or boogers.
Oh, okay. Wait, Tristan, what was yours? You didn't even really react to it.
It was
good?
wet dog.
Oh, you got the wet dog too? Oh.
I got that one before too. It's not good.
Yeah, it's kind of gross. This is pear.
Oh, nice.
A win, finally.
It's okay. We'll revisit that 4 more minutes for next. Actually, no, it's 9 more minutes, so you have a little more time.
Yeah.
All right, what do I have here?
Kaz and Tristan are about to try and wrap up
Don't
this
be
episode.
picking out the colors now. I know you're looking for that blue toothpaste one.
I was.
I want to
I was
see
trying to
Tristan
see
get
what
the
it is.
licorice one because it's bad for him on both ends.
Yeah.
What's that one?
What is this? I can't tell the color.
Well, I don't. It's kind of hard
Looks
to tell
kinda-
through the camera.
It looks
Like a
kind of
brownie
brown,
number?
so maybe
Brown.
it's that stink bug one, like the marshmallow stink bug one.
Oh,
Or maybe it
you're
could be the
right.
liver onions cappuccino one. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a dark. I think you're right. I think it's the stink bug one. I don't know.
Well, you have had that one before, so you'll know.
Yeah. Oh, that face was kind of.
Yeah, I think that was the liver and onions one.
Yeah.
Mm.
Gross. That.
Wow.
That one, I will say, like, that one tastes bad, but, like, it's not gross. You know, like, it's not, like, some of these just are straight up gross.
Oh, I can't wait to win the next bet and see what happens.
No, we're not
We're
not losing again. I'm not
That's
losing.
what I felt when
again.
I bleached my hair. You know, it took me this long to get it out of my system, right? I got it bleached in like January of this year, and we're in August.
Yeah.
7
No,
months.
Hair
8
takes
months.
a long time.
It does, yeah. When I so obviously people can, if you're listening to audio version, you can't tell. But right before we recorded this video, I got a haircut, and I just told my barber ahead of time. I was like, hey, like next time I come back here, I want to cut off all the blonde. He's like, all right, it's gonna be a lot shorter than usual. That's fine. I haven't had my hair this short since like 2017, 2018, maybe. So it's been a long time since I had my hair this short, which is fine. I don't have any problems with it. But yeah, I was like, I need to get rid of this before Worlds. I'm not rocking the weird like half blonde, half black kind of thing. Just
Yeah, but that like looks good in Hawaii, right? Like on the beach.
Nah.
That
The
surfer
thing is
beach
like because
blonde.
my hair color is like too stark of a difference. It's like black
Yeah.
and then just like platinum
That's
blonde.
fair.
Because the
That's
longer what I realized is the longer I had the blonde hair, the blonder it got over time. Probably from the sun, from like the shampoo I use and everything. Like
Yeah.
it just became like super like bright yellow. Like I feel like could have been like part Targaryen at a certain point. But yeah, anyway, was there anything else beyond those initial bans or whatever, or
I think
just
current
they've
status
mostly
is that it
fixed
seems to be fixed.
Okay.
But they fixed it before and it broke again. So I've just been staying tuned to like Zoe's been uploading like 2-3 minute video updates on her YouTube channel, and also to Twitter. Just as hey, you can get banned again. Oh, we should be good now, maybe. Oh no, we're getting banned once more. So
well, hopefully it gets fixed soon. I need to grind. So I haven't really grinded too many rockets yet, so I'm not even close to the ban limit. But I might do some tonight and then definitely tomorrow night as well.
I wouldn't mind a
think I've
better
done
shadow
maybe
for alligator.
today.
Yeah, I got a really good one at NASC, but I still need a Shadow Magnemite. I don't even have a Shadow Magnemite for Magnezone for Great League in general.
At all?
At all. They were all like bad, and I think I just transferred them. I have a Shadow Magneton, but like it's like I can't evolve it because it's just gonna go over.
Yeah.
So I've been like I would kind of want to try Shadow Magnezone in Fossil Club, but I just don't have one. So I'm probably just gonna run the regular today and see.
Yeah,
see what happens,
this rotation is pretty good though because they brought back Shadow Magnemite, which is really good. They brought back Cyndaquil.
We got Chikorita too, which I don't remember was in it before.
It was a while ago.
All the Gen 2ers.
Yeah, no, because frequent commenter Kawide, he's a frequent Shadow Bayleaf user at these regionals.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he got top 16 at Melbourne regionals with Shadow Bayleaf.
Oh, dang.
And then, the Totodil's good. And then they also brought back Shadow Sableye as well.
Yes.
Which is nice.
Yep.
So
pretty solid. The leaders are pretty crap, though.
Yeah.
Anorith.
Yeah, the only one I think worth going for is Cliff with the Lily.
Yeah. And even Shadow Cradilly isn't even that
Cliff
good.
is usually the bad one, so kind of.
Yeah, but like Shadow Cradilly, I think is generally not that great because most of the time Cradilly needs like 2 moves to KO things anyways, and the Shadow bonus isn't really helping it
Ultra
there.
League though, Ultra League Shadow Hundo could be good in some limited metas.
Maybe.
I actually really like a lot of the Ultra League limited metas, but like I think they're just super inaccessible, so a lot of people can't play them. But like I think they had like a Weather Cup Ultra League, and it was like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like the Ultra Specialty Cups as well. Like I remember when they first introduced Fantasy Cup, it was an Ultra League, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
and we haven't had a special Ultra League meta.
No. When Niantic took Classics away, they told us that we're gonna have more Ultra League limited metas.
What did they tell us in a dev diary?
I think we've had like one since they said that.
The worst too is they're like we're taking away Classic Cups, but we're gonna like have a lot more Premier Cups, and then there was like 3 or 4 seasons straight that felt like there was no Premier for Ultra or Master, and it was just like what?
Nope. That's okay.
But yeah, overall, I'd say the rotation is pretty good right now. I think the biggest bummer is that it looks like Piplup was dropped and is not currently in rotation.
Was dropped, which is a little unfortunate.
And then I also saw someone. I don't think it's been in and out a few times, but also like Poliwag is not currently in rotation either.
Yeah,
there's just a bunch of other water types, most of which are not very good. And then
Magikarp's still in.
Yeah, Magikarp's always in.
Okay, good.
There's like a male and a female grunt for water, and I think is it
always
female is all. Oh, is it male or
Magikarp? Magikarp's always male.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the female has all the other good stuff.
Yeah. That poor guy running around with his 3 Shadow Magikarp.
That's the best. Favorite so one. Easy to take out. Just leave that down before he gets a single splash off. Yep. Okay, well that pretty much wraps it up for us for this week. So best of luck to everyone competing at Worlds, including our very own Twastell. And I'm sure he's prepping his Switch Series side event team.
Maybe
if he
he'll
doesn't do
even
well.
manage to do a practice cup before next week.
yeah. What was this thing? At least 4 or a
I think
couple?
it was like
He
at
said
least
at least-
it was
he
like
said
at least one or two. I think it was like at least
Yeah.
one or two.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know,
which
there's something
you
actually
haven't done.
I don't know if I mentioned this last week, but something kind of cool is that our local organizer, shout out James Ablation, is hosting a cup or a challenge right before Worlds this weekend. So we're filming this on the Friday the 9th. So tomorrow there's a challenge, and this is why I need to grind stops because I'm trying to make another for alligator, but I don't have enough candy, and I ran out rare candies too. So I need it's kind of cringe, but so I need to grind shadow toadal stops just to get pineapple and get some candies. But he's hosting a challenge right before Worlds tomorrow, and not only are there people from LA that are going to go, but there's a lot of people that are just hanging out in LA for the weekend from like EU and from other places, and they might go too. I mean, we got Anacor and Young Kaz here, right? So
I think
so
Lankern's gonna be there, right?
Lankern's going to be there,
think
so it's going to be kind of
Paula
cool. There's going to be a lot of Worlds competitors.
I don't know if she's going to the tournament, but I think Paula is gonna be in LA.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But
I
I don't know
think
if she wants to
Paula.
reveal her team, but I should bring my Shadow Magnus Zone answers just in case. That'd be cool because I never get a battle Paula. I mean, I guess like I had a chance at UIC, but that was about it. But like a lot of these players, you don't get a battle often, and it'll be like a really cool like final pre-Worlds challenge. So regardless of how I do, I'll probably make a YouTube video on it just to see like what final teams you will run and stuff. And me, I'm just gonna run some. I've been real into the Giratina lately, so I might run some of that. But
Are you
After
running
got beat by
Bastiodon?
Inadequates.
Yeah, Giratina
Dude,
Bastiodon
I don't-
4.
Look, Bastion looks really good, but like my locals just over prepared for it, you know? Like literally I show up
'Cause
and
they
Drake Punch is
know.
like, oh, you got the Bastion? I'm ready for you. I'm like I was like, joke's on you, not this time, right? But yeah, they're always ready for it. So like in my mind, Bastion doesn't even feel that good in this meta. And then I look at these practice forms like, what the heck? Like Bastion just rolls through like half these teams at least at a minimum, right? They're like 5 times weak to it, 6 times weak to it sometimes. So
We all saw your tweet from a deep.
yeah, that's true.
All right, can you guys tell what the Pokemon that are blurred out were? Because I thought some of them...
take a gander on my tweet here. I'll post it for you all in our group chat so that you can see. Tristan's like, oh, you can definitely tell. I think you said 4 of them, which I think 4 of them you probably can, but I'll just test it out for you all, for Kaz and Steve here.
Yeah, I mean, number one's absolutely Azu. Like, it just can't be anything else, right?
What do you
Like,
mean? It could easily be a Seismitoad. What are you talking about?
If he wanted you to not bring Bastiodon, I don't think that he was bringing Seismitoad.
It's Seismitoad with all poison moves. Sludge Bomb.
Yeah.
Sludge Bomb, Sludge Wave. I don't
I
remember
think
what
at
it
least one. I think one of these is Skeledirge.
Well, you gotta say which one. You can't just like throw it
That
out.
bottom,
there, right?
bottom right one, Skeledirge. Top right is
Yeah.
Best Buddy Lickitung.
Yeah.
You got that orange number in there.
It should be a best buddy
Charjabug in the
Aldino.
middle of the Charjabug in the middle of the top.
Okay.
Yeah. I can't really tell what those bottom 2 are. The one in the bottom middle is
Yeah.
flying. Like, there's a white gap
Yeah.
underneath it. So maybe it's like Skarmory? I don't know. It doesn't
Yeah,
look
maybe
like a
a
Skarmory.
Okay.
It's definitely a flyer.
I didn't say this team is like 6 times weak to Bastion for clarity, right? It's just like not strong into it, but yeah. Okay. What about that? What about that bottom left one?
I don't know. That's no.
Miss
I'm a little
one.
clueless.
Yeah, it's a unknown.
Yeah, I
It's a
have
missing
no
note.
idea. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it does with the pixels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just tweeted this out. So the bottom left one's the Vigoroth, and then the bottom middle one's Manabuzz.
Oh,
Yeah, so
that's
you were
it.
pretty on
Yeah,
track.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It
Yeah.
wasn't as okay. I tried to blur it out as much as I can. I blurred it out multiple times. That's not a pixelated picture. That's like a quintuple pixelated picture, right? Like
Yeah.
no, it was even more than 5. I made like 10 strokes of pixelation.
But see,
right
that's
there.
what I'm saying. The top 3 and the Skeldridge are like pretty obvious to tell. Like they
yeah,
got
I
it
was just
right
like,
away.
You know what? I should have just revealed the whole team because that's a bad idea for a deep to run anyway. So I was like looking out for him because there's plenty of Bastion users going to Worlds. That's all I'm saying. So even if
Young
I'm, like, looking
Kaz.
at it, Young Kaz,
Ate the Great.
half the Aussies. Yeah, Ate the Great. Yeah, because a lot of my locals a ton of my locals ran Bastion at at NAIC. Eighth the Great ran it. Gerald ran it. Like people that don't
Wait,
usually
Gerald
run Bastion.
ran Basti? I didn't
Gerald
realize
ran
that.
Bastion, and he said what I feel to when I run Bastion. He was like, yeah, well, I think it depends on your opponents or how lucky you get. But he was like, yeah, my biggest regret is actually not bring Bastion more, right? Because it's like scary to bring, but like a lot of times like opponents just don't respect it anyway, right? Or it's already like 4 times, 5 times stronger into it. Like what are the odds you get it on a bad matchup? But yeah, anyway, so that's gonna be happening this weekend. One last jelly bean for the road.
Oh, I was just putting the box away.
Nah, we're already 3 minutes over. I mean, I'm being generous here. Could be 1 and a quarter, but let's just do one final one for the road.
All
Yeah,
right,
we'll
this
figure out a bet for
one-
next season. I think it'll be good.
Yeah.
We can even
Uh,
switch up the teams if you like.
Okay, I think I finally got one that is either toasted marshmallow or a stink bug.
Okay.
so-
All right. Tristan, I request you to pick up the licorice one.
Oh, thank God it's marshmallow.
Ending on a good
Oh,
note,
God,
right?
Yeah.
what is
Yeah.
this?
What was the
Oh, this
bad
is-
one for licorice again? Like the
Burnt rubber.
No one's had the rubber one. I feel like you're being a little selective on the
Yeah.
colors here.
I actually,
No, I'm
actually,
looking
I
at
don't
my
have-
box.
I
Those
don't
black
have that
ones.
many black ones, yeah.
There's not many, and for me, they're like all underneath everything else.
Yeah.
Convenient.
There's definitely like less of them.
Can you draw one out for us, Tristan?
Nah.
Just come on now. We all want to know what burnt rubber tastes like.
All right, I'll bring you one in Hawaii.
No, I don't need to taste it. It's for the podcast, right? If you can bring it to me, I can spoon feed it to you. I got you. I'll edit it into the next episode. All right, final one. What you got?
This is, I think, dead fish or strawberry
Ugh.
banana smoothie.
All
That
right.
one's so bad.
Don't let me down, Jelly Bean.
We worked
I'm
so
scared.
hard for all that A.
I'm scared.
You're scared? What do you mean? This is like Jelly Bean number 10 at this point. I think you all have eaten a total of 9.
I think it's bad. I think
Yeah,
you got the bad one.
I feel like there's
Yeah, I think it's
concern
bad.
that's
I think
watching
he's
over
trying
him.
too hard to hold a straight face.
Yeah. What is it? Is it bad or good?
It was bad.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you all for being a trooper for that one. I'm just glad the Jelly Beans got there on time. I was like, I sent the Amazon. I was checking the ETA. I was like, both of these boxes should arrive on Thursday, so we should be good.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway, so if you're watching this right when it drops, it's probably around Monday. So yeah, we want to just release it a little early so that people have time to watch it and tune in and let us know what you think of our draft picks.
Yeah,
So
let us
obviously
know.
No episode release later
Yeah.
this week.
Let us know who you think is gonna win.
Oh, the draft? Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm,
the
yeah,
draft.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not only what
Because
you
there's a
think of
chance
our
that the
picks.
world champ is on not the winning draft team, but
Yeah?
the world
That's
champ
true.
does earn you like 2,000 points or something.
There's
So
also a
that's
chance
lucky.
that none of us picked the world champ.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
also very true.
Yeah.
So like,
I mean, I
like
picked
just like
number
look
1
at.
through 10, so you know.
But yeah, like see who everyone picked, and like just see like say who you think had the best draft / who you think is gonna win this draft
Yeah.
competition.
I'm excited to see how it shakes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull up mine every time in between castings to be like, oh, how's my picks doing, right? I'm
Yeah.
sure.
how's the
Like on
draft
that
going?
challenge bracket.
Yeah.
Probably
Don't let me
gonna
down, Shiny
probably
Dialga. Come
gonna
on
probably
now.
gonna miss the episode when you guys go over that. So
Yeah, true.
Wait, say it again.
So
Oh,
Oh,
probably
yeah,
gonna
because
miss-
you're staying in Hawaii for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
You don't want to call in?
I'm not gonna have my computer.
Oh, and you can't
Oh,
write it on
yeah,
So unless
he's
you-
going.
Oh, you
He's
don't have
going
a
full
laptop
on
or anything?
vacation mode.
So unless you have like a way for me to join on my phone, like nah.
No, you can't join the software through your phone, unfortunately. But yeah, you need a laptop or a computer. But all good. We'll cover it without you. Maybe we'll get Mr. 2OButters on for to see how it goes too. But all right, well that does for us. Best luck to everyone competing at Worlds, and have fun
Yeah.
if you're spectating either in person or watching from home. But we'll see how it goes, and yeah, see how our picks do. Until then, peace out.
Yeah.
Bye.